that video?
I don't know why, but when we're cruising down the road, we just look like badasses. People were probably pulling up and going, "Those guys are badasses right
Yeah,
there."
those dudes are so fucking dope.
Gotta love it.
Those guys are fucking extra dope. Those
Hey,
dudes in that fucking Mustang are so fucking cool, dude. I want to be
dude,
just like them.
I have to. I have to. If I'm taking bets, and I'm not a gambling man,
Yeah,
at like 6:30 this morning,
yeah.
you unveiled that 12-second fart and go, motherfucker.
I
Damn
no,
it.
I don't know. Listen, I'm not gonna say it was like the best fucking
It
fart I ever
wasn't the
heard in my
best. No,
life
it
or
didn't have
anything.
the inverted anus,
It
but it was,
was
yeah,
pretty damn close to the best thing I've ever heard. It was close.
it was fucking, it was dead sexy.
I like the fact that there's now people that are submitting farts. Like Mario went as far as to start fucking do. He even did a video fart. He shit in his son's face. I think
Yeah,
that
yeah.
deserves a decal package on its
Oh
own,
yeah.
man.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's
I
just
agree to
me
that.
personally. I mean, if you're gonna fart in your son's face, for our amusement, I mean,
Yeah.
you
No, there's
gotta,
no doubt.
you gotta give the
No
guy,
doubt.
you gotta give the guy a little credit, a little pat on the back there. You know what I mean?
Well,
For
I'm gonna make a video on how I do. Dude, I will bend over a little bit, take a piece of food in my hand, stick it between my legs, and Brady will come up from behind between my legs to eat the food, and then I blast him right in the eyes.
That's great.
It's fun for the whole family.
Yeah, yeah, it's fun for the whole family. So you were saying that I just did some yard work. I went and got completely shit faced yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm not, which is not normal for me. I'm not a drinker, but
Yeah,
for
you don't drink
whatever,
a lot.
no, I've been my logic was I'm having all these problems with my kidneys
Yeah.
because of I'm just going out, and what I did was I got dehydrated, and I cannot do
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I just have a history with that, and if I screw up just a little bit, um, that's what happens. I get, you know
Well,
what I mean?
do you drink a lot of water, or are you still
I
drinking those
Yeah,
Rockstar Monster?
no, I'm Jennifer made me stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, you gotta quit, dude. So that's I've been the whole week. I've gone the whole week. I do have a can of Coke here because I have no caffeine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, in moderation is fine, but like every day when I go to
I
work,
gotta not drink those things at all, dude. I have to
yeah.
not. Yeah,
Dude,
I can't.
I
I
told you
can't
on
do
a
it.
previous podcast a year ago that I had an employee that was drinking these things. They weren't rock stars, but they were, I don't remember. It was a yellow can. And he would, I bring a cooler with 5 or 6 bottles of water, plus I leave my house with a full cup, and I usually have at least every other day a good restaurant that lets me fill my cooler with ice,
Yeah.
that so it'll last the next day. I don't have to buy ice all the time. But anyway, um, dude, I had an employee that was going through major mood swings and fucking aggressive nature,
Yeah.
and one day I said to him, dude, I don't know, there's something wrong, something's going on in your head. And he grabs one of these, yellow drinks, and I'm like, dude, how many of those a day do you drink? And he's like 5 or 6, and I'm like, there's your fucking problem there.
Yeah.
And it took a while to get him to cut it out, and he's a different person. I
That's
mean,
cool.
it's just fucking killing him.
Just I see Cameron Kidd. I just want everyone to know that all of the Squeegee Life shirts that I owe everyone are packaged, and they will be picked up in the morning and shipped out. So Cameron Kidd, you'll finally get your podcast 100th episode podcast T-shirt that you want.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
unfortunately, guys, I have been fucked. I've been dicked around by the weather. I've had some logistical issues with the t-shirts, but everything is sorted now. So it's all gravy. Everything is done and taken care of. So now from here on out, I think things will ship a little bit different. I'm usually good for a couple of weeks. You know, I mean, I usually like a window there because everything's handmade.
Yeah,
Um, nobody's. I'm not. You're not clicking a button on a website and a Chinese dude's pushing these shirts out and they're sending them to you. Know, it's not. It's not a drop ship type of deal. I sweetened the pot for you, Cameron. I gave you some extra stuff in there too. Everyone that's owed a T-shirt right now has got something a little bit extra. I got a whole. There's a whole shit. I got a package going to Jason Lehman. I have a package going to Luke the window cleaner. I have 6 T-shirts that are going out. Everything's getting picked up tomorrow. I got everything sorted this weekend. So from now on, when a T-shirt's ordered, things will go a lot quicker. It'll, the like week to 10 days is what it'll be instead of 2 weeks,
Yeah.
3 weeks. Yeah, it's just what I need to do is when I set the orders out, what I need to do is I kind of need to set it up a little differently. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I lose shit, and then I don't get guys' addresses, and then I have to fucking fiddle fart fuck around looking for addresses. It's tough, man. Because they'll
Dude,
pay on PayPal, I'll get the money, but they won't leave their address. Like Dustin
yeah.
Duffy, it took me 3 weeks to get him to send me his fucking address. I'm like, bro, you
Yeah.
got to send me your address, man. I got this fucking
Yeah.
shirt sitting here. You know what I mean? Jonathan Garcia hit a deer this morning or Thursday
Ooh.
morning. Ooh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I can tell you right now.
Dude, when I
That's
was in Ohio driving on the highway, there is
yeah,
a
there are
lot
deer
of deer.
everywhere.
They're
Yeah.
big fucking deer. We have shit that you would call a puppy compared to what y'all got. I mean, we'll see deer on our highways, but they're not near as
Jonathan
big.
Garcia, who owes you the barbecue rub? Is it me or Mark? Mark owes you barbecue rub from the 100th episode,
No.
doesn't he? Yep.
Do I?
Yep.
Yeah.
Remember we gave away barbecue rub.
Okay, Jonathan, private message me, and
Private,
if you
yeah.
already have, then I apologize. I
Yeah.
sent one out to Henry Drees the other day too,
Yeah.
because he hit me up. He's like, dude,
Yeah,
and I'm like,
Henry's
yeah,
t-shirt's going out too. So.
yeah. And then you know what happened? Shortly after he got his barbecue rub, he fell through a fucking roof.
Oh
So
yeah.
Jonathan, yeah,
I hope,
Jonathan,
hey,
don't get up on any
you're
roof.
not mad about that meme I posted on your I'm hurt thread, or were you, Henry? I hope not, because Mark's the one that made the picture. I just shared it.
Little help, little help
A
here.
little help here.
I gotta ask if he's on. Was he able, dude? When you're 25 years old and you fall through something and catch yourself in your arms like this,
Yeah.
you could get yourself back out of it. But I know if
I don't
my
know.
fat ass fell through a roof, I would be stuck there.
There's no
Remember
way
in that movie called,
my shoulders. There's no way I could pull myself up like that again.
dude? Remember what was that movie with Tom Hanks where he bought that house and it fell apart? Money Pit.
Money Pit.
Right?
Yeah.
Remember when he falls through the floor and he's stuck in that carpet and he's like, I was hallucinating. I thought I saw the Care Bears running around. Yeah.
Yeah, Jonathan. Private message Mark, and Mark will send you some barbecue
Yeah,
rub, bro.
I'll get it right out.
I
I'm
literally have no more. I'm out. So.
Yeah. I, Cameron, you want barbecue rub? Send me a fart. You don't have to buy anything, buddy. I'm fixing to make up a fresh batch anyway.
Yeah.
Money Pit, that was a
Yeah,
great
make
movie.
sure if you're watching this, make sure you like this video, man. Share it
Dude,
around for
you
us.
know what my problem is, T? And we've talked about this before because you've mentioned it.
Mhm.
I just hate going to the fucking post office.
office. I fucking hate
Oh,
it, man.
and if you go to the pack and ship store, whatever one you choose, mailbox, etc., whatever,
Listen,
they charge an arm and a fucking leg, man.
I tell you what, right now, when I first started doing the Squeegee Life t-shirts, I was sending them all UPS, dude, and I was like literally not making any. I was actually selling the t-shirts and the hoodies was actually costing me money. I wasn't making any money on it because people are like, you know, when you put up a t-shirt or a t-shirt for $30 or a hoodie for $60, people are like, what the fuck? But
yeah,
they're all custom made. They're custom made to order by hand by me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're doing
There,
this.
yeah.
So
There ain't no money in selling shirts, and it's even more aggravation in shipping them. I don't know how, dude. I'll go to the post office like during the year, school year. I drop my son off at school at 7 a.m. and I can go to the post office, which is right across the street at 7:10, and there's nobody in there. That's the best time, because if not, I lose my shit standing in that line and fucking filling all that shit out.
What's going on in the background at your house? Were you just listening to music?
No, my wife's in the other room with the kids. They're watching a TV movie, and if it's too loud, I can have them turn it down.
Dude, no, you're fine, dude. I thought maybe you might, because I see the remote control sitting right next to your left elbow.
Oh, I got the news on up here on the screen, and then I'm watching on this screen, and then hanging on. I'm high tech here. I can't figure nothing out, but I'm high tech.
Yeah, I just think you might have maybe hit your fucking mute button on your television with your elbow is what I'm trying to tell you.
No, it's still muted. I'm going to move this remote right now.
Mark's all mad because I said something to him about it.
I'm not mad at
Don't be
anything,
mad,
dude.
dude.
You
I'm
know,
just trying to keep a high quality show here. You know how
yeah,
important the Squeegee Life show is to me.
yeah. It's important to me too. That's why I'm
Listen,
fixing to make up a big batch of rub and send it out to
yeah,
these
the whole
guys that want it.
Squeegee Life T-shirts things and all that stuff, dude. Really, I'll be honest with everyone. I just like making. Jennifer knows, and if anyone's like, well, a lot. If people pay attention to me, and I mean, if you're friends with me personally on Facebook, you can see Jennifer gets on me about my T-shirt. I have a T-shirt problem. Like I can't help my favorite place to get T-shirts is like Walmart and Myers because they've always got those super cool like vintage like
Yeah,
fucking $7
faded
t-shirts.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
$7 t-shirt. You know what I mean? That's a
yeah,
$7 t-shirt. I mean,
yeah,
how can you not want one of those?
yeah, 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 yeah,
Every once in a
yeah,
while, I'll find like an old like a Rolling Rock t-shirt or something like that, and I'll be like, oh man, I'm gonna buy that or a Stroh's t-shirt.
yeah.
That drives her nuts. So the Squeegee Life shirts are just a way for me to make t-shirts that I like, and then people may or may not like them as well. You know
Well,
what I mean?
if you're a creative person,
Mm-hmm.
whether you like to make T-shirts or build shit in your garage or whatever, it satisfies that urge to be creative.
Right.
It's kind of an art to it. I mean, some of the stuff you come up with is pretty cool.
Well, I'm adding a wrinkle. Um, Black Diamond Rubber, that you
Uh-huh.
can find on windowcleaner.com, they've done something pretty cool. What Casper's done is Casper has kicked out a little bit of dough for some Squeegee Life Black Diamond T-shirts, and we're going to be giving them
Nice.
away to you guys throughout the season here into the
Yep.
fall. I've got a bunch of T-shirts to give away, courtesy of Casper, and I'm doing something pretty. I'm doing a new kind of like the Squeegee Life Stranger Things Free Richie Blue T-shirt. I'm
Yep.
taking someone else's logo. And I'm transforming it to Casper's needs. So,
Oh,
yeah,
what could
yeah,
that be?
something
Oh,
something that Casper
oh
really, yeah,
yeah.
something that Casper really enjoys a whole lot in his personal life. I
Yep.
was like, hey man, I'm gonna do this for you. He's like, oh, that's such a good idea. You're a smart guy. So I
See,
sold
that's
him. I
where, yeah,
sold, yeah,
that's where it comes from.
yeah, yeah. So, I think people will dig it if people paid attention to Casper's podcast. Then you'll know. You'll probably when you see the T-shirts, you'll be like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. So. I'm working on that now, and I'm going to. There's going to be another Squeegee Life shirt coming out here soon. I'm doing another one, but this is just straight Squeegee Life, no collaborations at all. But I just bought 4 Outlaw T-shirts. Hope I helps the window cleaner who fell. Hey man, that's super dope. Speaking of the window cleaner who fell in Columbus, Ohio, um, there is a GoFundMe out there. It's around a couple $1,000s now. But the
Nice.
folks over at the Into the Flow Facebook group are doing a raffle, and all you have to do to enter is pony up $25 into the GoFundMe account, and that enters you a chance to win a myriad of prizes, a couple of brushes, a Tucker brush, a football brush from Philip Alexander, a Squeegee Life T-shirt and hoodie, the window cleaning history T-shirt that I just did. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
You know the one, right? You haven't
Yep.
bought one.
Me?
Yeah.
I got piles of your shirts, man. I got more shirts that came from you than from me, man. I'm not kidding you. We have a walk-in closet, and you know how women always have like. Now my wife has
Right.
100,000 pairs of shoes in there.
Yeah.
I keep all my work boots and everything on the front porch, but the whole side and it's like a L is all my T-shirts. And she's like, "You need to go through these and see what you
That's what
don't wear
Jennifer
anymore."
says all the
Oh yeah,
time.
because
Yeah.
I hang my shirts because I'm not good at folding
Me
shit,
neither.
and
I
so I
like
just
to
hang
hang
them
mine.
up.
This
Yeah,
closet behind me, this mirrored closet, is full of T-shirts on
yeah,
hangers and folded on the racks. It's real bad.
yeah,
I gotta.
yeah.
I'm gonna get rid of them. I'm gonna give them to some sort of charity. I don't want to give them to Goodwill because that's some privately owned fucking business that some guys
Oh
making
yeah, they're a
millions of
bunch of
dollars off
scams.
of.
I used to wash windows for Goodwill on 3 locations, and then all of a sudden, like the new manager comes in, and his like son-in-law or something's trying to become a window cleaner. So next thing you know, they slice my fucking throat. He's like, "Well, if you cut your price in half, we'll keep you." And I'm like, "I'll cut the service in half. How about once a month instead of twice a month,
Right.
half price? You got it."
Right.
Oh no, no, we can't do that. Okay,
Right.
then goodbye. Have a nice day.
Right.
Fuck
Well,
you.
to finish my point, if you go to the End of the Flow Facebook group, and post your screenshot of your $25 donation. That will be a ticket, I guess you would say, into the raffle where you can win a lot of those prizes from RHG, Simple, Squeegee Life,
Tucker.
Tucker,
Yeah.
who is also RHG, but
Oh
whatever.
yeah, 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 yeah. Whatever.
The
Yep.
admins of Into the Flow. Big Squeegee, I'd love to buy a couple Stranger Things t-shirts. Listen, man, all you got to do is PayPal me money. You got to give me money, dude. You give me money, I'll spend I'll spend every penny of it plus probably $2 or $3 to ship it to you.
Yeah. You put it further into the red.
Listen,
Do it.
I want
Hey,
people
let's
to
see if we
have
could
cool shit.
bankrupt this motherfucker by buying T-shirts from him.
Right. Well, this is the thing. Yeah, no shit. This is the thing. A lot of industries, like they've got gear catered to their like mechanics wear, and
Yeah,
they've
yeah.
got all this shit out there, but there's no shit out there for squeegee slingers. And I was like, you know what?
No.
Even before I partnered up with Tim and Josh at Outlaw Window Cleaner, Josh knew that I was wanting to do something with Squeegee Life because I had asked Mark. As soon as I got Mark's t-shirt, his company t-shirt in the mail, I was like, dude, that Squeegee Life's bad. You got to let me do something with that, like Salt Life. And he's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Just send me t-shirts. So I'm like, all right, cool. So,
Yeah.
but
It's
I
all good.
kind of fell into the Outlaw Window Cleaner thing, and that was super awesome. You know what I mean? And it kind of
Yeah.
taught me a lot about what people want. The people like the t-shirts. Tim does. He does pretty cool t-shirts. So I'm like, man,
Yeah.
that's kind of Tim's personality. Wonder if I put my personality on a t-shirt and be
Yeah. He's also
creative.
very creative, like you, when it comes to the shirts. Some of the stuff that he comes out with
Yeah,
is
it's
is
pretty
really
slick. His
it's next
podcast
level.
t-shirt was pretty dope.
Yeah. 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 That's cool.
Yeah.
So, dude, last week we're gonna go on a different tangent here. I decided, since Casper was very generous and sent me some Black Diamond soft rubber, which he knows I've been asking for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not really available to my knowledge yet. But he's like, Mark, I want you to have this, and he sent me, I don't know, six rubbers, which is 12
Mm-hmm.
type thing. They're like 30 inches, so I can cut them to 22s.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, all right, first thing Monday, these are going into service. I used it all week long, and you saw the picture of that furniture
Yeah.
store I cleaned. And you've seen my Whole Foods, that big giant Whole Foods I do on Monday. It cleaned that, plus some route jobs, and I'm estimating close to 500 windows in a week. Of course, I take a picture of it, and what I didn't realize is, and I wanted to clarify this for those who either are listening or will watch this later, I took it out of my bucket, laid it on my tailgate, and snapped a picture of the very end to show the wear from 500 windows, right?
Yeah.
What I didn't realize, there was an oblong droplet of water right
Yeah.
on the corner edge, so it made it look like there's a big gouge in the rubber.
Mm-hmm.
So, dude, I mean, look, I've been passive aggressive and post my shit on pro window cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
They were trying to light me up, and I'm like, dude, what I'm saying to you is, after 500 windows, it's time to flip it. 500 windows, that's a lot of money, even at $1 a window,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
For a rubber that costs a couple bucks.
Yeah.
Okay. That said, okay, it was still just as good, cleaning just as good before I started to flip it. The only reason I flipped it is because Friday I have a big estate home
Why?
that you've seen pictures of.
Yeah, but can I ask you why would you post that picture in that group?
I only posted it to show Casper, hey man,
You do good work.
I
Yeah.
appreciate what you did, because
And
this
then
to me,
all the guys that clean windows
oh my
like
God,
on the
thing should have been
weekend.
thrown out after every day. Well, you know what? Fucking lick me, dude. You know
Yeah,
what? It
it's-
cleaned just as good.
I
And if you're
love
such,
Chris Lambernides. I love Alex. They're both cool dudes. Don't get us wrong. We love you guys. But that fucking group is full of fucking
Oh,
twat
God.
knots. There's not one dude
Yeah.
in there. There maybe if they all got together, maybe they'd all fucking work a full week in window cleaning. Honestly, because like they'll be super critical. Like the same dudes that are super critical about this and about that post videos of themselves working. It's just like, dude, you're a fucking rook yourself. So why don't you shut
Yeah.
the fuck up, dude?
Yeah. Well,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Your
half
fucking
the shit
noodle
that they
water
post
fed
on there,
bowl
yeah,
videos.
half the shit that they post on there, I'd rather watch paint dry. It's like, really? I don't know.
It's not worth it to post anything in there.
Yeah, and then honestly, I almost went around with Phil Alexander today, because Phil Alexander had a post where he's spraying Zep acid from Home Depot or whatever all over windows for a construction clean. And I'm like, dude, Why would I said, that's bad information to put out there to these guys. You know,
Mm-hmm.
first of all, acids don't remove sticker glue or paint or anything.
Right.
It removes calcium and minerals. It's the opposite end of the pH scale. Why would you spray it everywhere? Well, he says, well, how would you do a construction cleaning? Well, duh, nose
With
to glass.
soap and a razor, motherfucker.
Yeah, come on.
Or some
You got
steel
sticker
wool. You
glue.
know what I
Sticker
mean?
glue take some goof off to it,
Yeah.
or take some wool to it.
Nah,
And it goes,
I just
dude,
use
you
my,
go spraying
I
acid all over the
scrape
place.
everything. Fuck it.
Yeah, I know.
Even if it starts ticking, tick, 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 I just keep fucking going.
Oh,
I
let her
drag the
tick.
scraper back and forth on
Yeah.
the glass super
That's what
hard.
I say. I say,
Fuck
let her
it.
tick. I say, let her tick, Dick.
Yeah. I do all that and then I call Mark Tanner to fix it.
Yep.
I
Yep.
knock all the glass fines off and then roll them around and then I fucking
Then we're
call
safe
Mark.
to scrape whatever we
Yeah,
want.
yeah, we can do whatever we want to do after
Yeah. Why
that.
wouldn't you use a razor to take them off?
Right. Usually what I do in most cases, I don't like on a construction clean, man. I get the windows super wet. You know what I mean? I lay, especially
Yeah.
if I'm on the inside. When I'm doing the inside on a window, I throw my scrim down in the windowsill and I soak that bitch. Get everything nice and
Yep.
wet so it starts to
Yep.
break down. Then I give it the finger. I give it the finger the window, finger the spots on the window, see if they'll move
Yep.
or not. If they don't move, I up the ante. I don't start straight away scraping everything.
Yeah.
I up the ante as I go. I build my aggressiveness as like this ain't coming off. This
Yep.
ain't coming off. And then finally, if I got a spot that won't come off, I'll just take the razor out and get that spot. I don't do the whole
Yep.
window. I just get that spot.
Yep. Well, I'll tell you what. If I'm on the outside of a construction clean,
Mm-hmm.
first thing I do is find me a water outlet and plug in a garden hose with a nozzle on it, and I'll
Spray her
soak
down.
that window up like I'm going to wash it. Take a garden hose to it, do the whole side of the house. By the time it's done dripping, I know what sticks and what needs to come off. Half the time, guys put a blade on the glass, and some of the stuff will just rinse right away.
Yeah.
Dirt, dust, debris,
Yeah.
landscape crap, latex paint. That
Right.
shit washes right off.
Well, I think a lot of people need to realize that when you interject when it comes to things on glass, it's just based on your experience and the things that you do restoration wise and all of that stuff that you're just it's your opinion. You don't have to fucking listen to it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
If you want to spray
Yep.
fucking acid on people's windows and look like an asshole, that's up to
Yeah.
you, man.
Yeah, when you end up painting someone's house because you streaked it up, you spray acid on paint, okay, and where it's still strong and streaking the windows below the windows,
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and repaint someone's house because of that, especially a brand new house
Mm-hmm.
that's in construction clean.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't understand that. I think
Why would you
uh,
introduce yourself to more liability
yeah,
to just not
yeah,
have to use a ladder?
yeah, yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Like
I
I've
mean,
been recently, like I've not been using a ladder a whole bunch because I've got that new Zero Trad 20 pole, which my new video should be out. One of these days it'll upload on YouTube. It only takes like 17 years to upload a fucking video now.
yeah,
But I ain't been using a ladder too much. You know what I mean?
no,
Just
no,
not for not wanting to, but I just just being a little more thoughtful about what I'm doing and trying to be a little safer. Because I am
yeah,
working
dude.
alone,
When you're
and I'm not
25,
I'm not
yeah.
getting any younger. So
Yeah. When you're 25, you run up a ladder. You move ladders like
yeah,
they're nothing. You start to think about that over time. And if there's another way to do it a little bit safer, might not,
hmm
take a little longer or a little less time. Who knows? But man, I
and
try
I'm
to
not
do it.
saying I'm not saying that I'm done with the ladder. I mean I've still been on the ladder quite a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just saying
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
there's like routine jobs that I do all the time, if I don't need to get out the ladder, I won't. Like a couple of houses, 3 or 4 houses this week. I was like, I don't really need the ladder. I need the ladder in
Yeah.
one spot to get on a roof. I used it today. I mean
Yeah.
Friday.
You mean you didn't buy that giant 48-foot gooseneck?
No,
Oh,
no,
we're
I
not going to
didn't.
do that. We're
Yeah,
not
I
gonna,
didn't
let's go
buy.
back to
I didn't buy
Magic
the.
Eraser. Craig's talking about. We're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
Magic Eraser. We
You did
discussed
it.
that.
You
Yeah.
did it. You
Sorry
did
about that.
again. That's
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
again, not me. You.
Yeah.
And you
Craig
always
talks about
blame me.
yeah. Yeah. Craig talks
Dude.
about the magic eraser. That's good shit. Man. Thanks for that. Oh
Wow.
God.
Yeah, fuck pro
I had to
window
back
cleaning.
out. I
I
had to
hate
back
that
out of
group.
that
Just a
parking
bunch of
garage.
wannabes. There are a few dudes in there that are real, actual, like kick-ass full-time window cleaners, but I think they're in there more to troll these fucking dudes than anything. So I don't
Yeah.
mean that as an insult to the group as a whole. I'm just, saying, you know, you know what I'm saying. There's some fucking twats in there that don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah. Oh God.
It's
Yeah.
really bad.
I think if I post in there once a year, it's a lot for me because it's just a shit storm. It's just a shit storm. You
Well,
know, and that's
you
because there's so many people in there. You
yeah.
know, it's not the moderators. It's not anything else. It's like a giant group of fucking assholes. And I'm not
Yeah.
singling anybody out, but
Yeah.
when you put a couple people together and they read what someone else says a little bit aggressive, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna top that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
No, watch what I say and everyone's going to like this
Yeah.
when I say it.
Yeah. Well,
Whatever.
it's like watching that fucking Democratic
Oh, Christ.
debate. You know, they started out with fucking making crossing the border practically a misdemeanor to, burning. I'm gonna pay off your whole house. Everybody does.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to pay for that house anymore. We'll pay for your house. Fucking idiot. The fuck up,
I
old
don't,
man.
dude. I don't understand. That whole situation. I don't get it. I don't understand. I know people don't like Trump because he's Trump, but
Yeah.
like he wasn't racist and shit back in the 80s and 90s. I mean, he was hanging out
Been
with
in the spotlight for 25 years, and all of a sudden,
all the black folks. He was hanging out with all of
yeah,
them, Rosa Parks
yeah,
and all them motherfuckers. He's kicking it
yep,
with everybody. Everybody
yep,
liked him, and then he becomes
yep,
president. And then he's a racist, a warmonger. He's this, he's
yeah.
that. It's just like, come on, guys. I think a lot of it is just people upset that the person they thought was gonna fucking win
Yeah.
didn't win, and it really
Let me tell you
chaps their
something.
fucking ass. It really chaps their ass.
Aside from my opinions and my beliefs, had it went the other way, we would. Oh God,
Yeah.
we would be. This country would be upside down.
Well, I mean,
Upside
did you
down.
see that shit? That fucking what the hell is that? That airheaded bitch from New York. What's her
Oh,
name?
Cortez.
Yeah,
Yeah.
did you see that
Cortez,
shit
yeah,
where she was like at that empty parking lot, acting like she was looking in on a prison death camp?
yeah,
And then
yeah,
somebody took pictures of the other side. It was just an empty fucking parking lot.
yeah.
Dude, I don't know if that's real or not. I haven't checked the validity of that photo, but if that's the truth, fuck me, man.
She needs to
Fuck.
go.
Yeah, dude. Fuck.
Yeah,
Listen,
she needs to go.
I'm not a staunch Republican. I'm a fucking I guess you call me.
Libertarian.
I'm a libertarian.
Yeah.
I'm more for states' rights. You know what I mean? Fuck big government. I'm just not into it. You know what I mean? That's just me. I'm
Yeah.
not saying fuck government altogether. I'm just fuck big government. I
Yeah.
think government involvement and everything, it needs all to be scaled back. That's just my personal opinion. I feel like if you want to marry a dude and you're a guy, by all means, you do what you want to do. I think that they should be able to share each other's health benefits, all that shit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Same way with women. If two women want to get married and have a relationship and share their lives together and share their insurance and all of that shit, then that should be a thing. I don't care what anyone does in their bedroom. I don't care
Yeah.
I don't
It
care
doesn't
what you
affect
do in
me.
your
Yeah.
bedroom. I don't care what church you go to on Sunday. I don't care if you don't go to church on Sunday. I don't care. It's not my business. Alls
Yeah.
I want to do is live in a prosperous country with people that are the same like-minded as I am, is that we're all free. We can do what we want to do, and let's try to take care of each other. What's wrong with that?
Yep.
What's
Nothing
wrong with
wrong with
that?
that.
There's nothing wrong with
Amen,
that.
brother T.
There's
Amen.
nothing wrong with that.
No,
So
there isn't. But see, it's people that want to mind other people's businesses that want to control.
yes.
Okay? Look, my brother, who is going on, he's like 46, he couldn't buy a house until 2 years ago because of his education. Him and his wife are both educated teachers. My brother has his doctorate in education.
Okay.
And he ran $100,000 in school loan debt. Okay? He couldn't buy a
Holy
house
shit.
until 2 years ago because of his debt ratio. But
That's
he paid
crazy.
it down. So if you think it's fair that he busts his ass working every summer, doing he's a PE coach, okay? So he did clinics and coached this and did that, okay? And if you think it's fair that he busted his ass away from his family to pay these debts down so he could better provide for his family and buy a house, you think it's fair that you're going to pay everyone's debt off? Dude, when you sign for that debt, that's your fucking debt. You made that decision. When you sign on a mortgage of your house,
Yeah.
you made that decision that you're
Yeah.
going to pay this bank for 30 years or whatever it is. It's absolutely ludicrous
I had a
that
condominium complex last weekend, and Phillips Simple helped me out a lot on that job. I usually ladder the whole thing. Dude,
nice.
Phillips fucking poles are badass, man. I don't
Yeah,
want
they are.
people to get the wrong idea because I make the occasional zero trad pole video or something like that. And what I'm trying to tell you guys is the Lamborghinis were kind enough to send me and Mark and Tim polls, and we feel like it's our obligation to tell everybody what we think about the polls. I'm not saying that Phil poll is better than zero poll or zero poll is better than Phil poll. I'm not saying that. I'm just, I want everyone to know that dude, Phillips poll is pretty fucking gangster. I love the shit
Yep.
out of it. And now that I have an end cap for my Sim 22, now I've been using that regular, because I kind of put the Sim 22 on the shelf because I lost the end cap to it, as you've seen, and I fucking chipped it, busted it, the
Yeah.
end of it, and I was like, I don't
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
use this anymore until I get an end cap for it, and Phil got
Yep.
me an end cap, so I'm able to use that again. I love that Sim 22. I use that for trad work like a motherfucker, man, on
Yeah.
houses all the time. I just, it's super dope. It's super
Yeah.
dope. As good
Yeah.
as the Zero Trad 20 is, the Sim 22 being ultra high modulus carbon fiber is just, yeah, another level above. It's just so
Yeah.
rigid and light, man. It's so ridiculous.
I gotta say, and I love the finish on Phil's poles. I like that
Yeah, that's what you were
polished
saying.
up, slick. Oh my god, the thing is great, man. It
Yeah,
is.
I liked what he
It
did with
is.
it. Yeah, he went a different direction.
Yeah. But look, to each his own. They're both great poles.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not here to shit on either one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And if what you prefer is to buy
What's
from
up,
this
Rob?
guy, then buy it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's,
I can
yeah,
tell you
yeah.
this: if you start using those 20-foot trad poles, you appreciate the carbon
Oh
fiber pole over
fuck
aluminum
yeah.
all day long, man.
Oh yeah. I don't have an aluminum pole on my truck anymore.
Yeah, no, me neither.
I don't
I
have
don't.
one in there
No,
anymore. I don't see no
no.
need for it. You know?
Yeah, yeah. That sim trad is nice because it fits behind my seat.
Yeah.
Keep it inside because I'm like, man, this
It's
bitch is all
nice,
nice and
dude. Yeah,
shiny and
dude.
it can
That's
keep up.
that's dude. That's
Yeah,
not only are they a lot easier to store and they're a lot more rigid, but they're convenient as shit. Like
yeah,
when you're got a 20-foot fucking aluminum pole, it's got collars on it, you got to twist, and
yep,
you're yanking out 8-foot sections. This is just four
yep,
foot sections. Boom, 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 boom. So
yep,
a pole that's 5 foot tall in the trad 20,
yeah,
or a pole that's fucking like 12 foot tall in
yeah,
the Unger 5 section poles. It's like,
yeah.
and it does
The
the
only
same thing but better.
I will say the only drawback which you got to watch with certain jobs, and it's going to vary between jobs. Like I do these mall entryways once a month, and they're 18-foot tall. So I use that pole on it, and I make sure when I put my squeegee on that I turn the clamp facing up so I can close out the window without dragging the clamp across the bottom of the sill, which will leave a little
Yeah,
bit of
that's just
water.
automatic for
Yeah,
me. That's like
yeah.
an
Other than
OCD thing
that,
for me. All
yeah,
the clamps have to line up, and
yeah,
the squeegee's got to go on the pole. So
yeah,
so everything's lined up
yeah,
properly. Yeah,
yeah,
it might
yeah.
have something to do with I have a camera on my pole a lot of times, so I
That
want
too.
it all to be,
Yeah,
yeah. So yeah, but
showing it up.
you
Yeah, man.
definitely have to be mindful of that. But outside of that, man, I mean,
Yeah, yeah. No,
even
it
oh shit, I almost did it too. I almost fucked up.
no, no. Let's move on.
Moving on.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Did you
not that
see
we're
that
gonna.
video? Did Chris send you that video? Did you see that video? You didn't see
No.
that video, did you? Oh,
Did
it's
you
so
see the
fucking
one I
good.
sent you
No.
with the? Uh, come on, man. It's a bunch of. It's someone's new coming out with a trad pole. Another
Oh
trad
yeah,
pole
yeah, yeah,
coming out.
yeah. I watched. Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's fucking gay.
Mm,
80. Yeah, it's got a gooseneck on it. Well, squeegees are made at a certain pitch,
yeah,
and that's how you use them. You get used to that. I don't
yeah.
want to change the angle of my squeegee. I'm never going to do that. Never, ever, never, never.
Why
I'm going to
not?
put that. No, don't need to. Don't need to.
I don't
I
need
don't need a
to.
little mini gooseneck. I don't need teeth. I don't need to adjust any of that. Come on, teeth. What the fuck, man? You
What do you
dragging me
mean,
down the
dude?
road again. Damn it, man.
Well, I'm
You know what
trying
I'm
to pull
saying?
this video up, but it's not on my shit. So
Yeah.
hopefully, once mail fucking uploads here, I'll be able to. Chris said I could show people, so I think it's
Nice.
fucking hilarious. It's a
Yeah.
good video.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, did you by chance, did anyone happen to watch Missing 411 The Hunted? Did anybody watch that? Ugh,
No, I didn't watch that
You
one
didn't
yet.
watch it? Oh, you should have watched it. It's
No, I
so
have it on my
good.
thing. I wrote it
Yeah, I
down because
got
she
it on
told me to
my
look at.
thing.
Yeah, I wrote it on my wiener, so
It's
every time I pee, I think of it. Only thing is, I only got missing in four. I didn't get one. I ran out of real estate.
Yeah, right. You got miss on that motherfucker and stopped. Oh, you're trying to bullshit. I had a pretty productive week this week, so much so that like I said, I fucked myself up, man. I was in bad shape. I still think there's a chance I may pass a stone because I'm still having pains in my back, and
Really?
kind of, yeah, you kind of see I'm a little uncomfortable sitting here, but
Yeah.
you know, I'm a
I've never
fucking
had one of those. I
idiot.
heard it's excruciating,
I'm a
man.
fucking idiot, man. I've passed several, and I should know better. I'm a fucking idiot, man. You know how you get rolling and you got to get shit done. It's 4th of July is coming up, and I would like to have 2 days off. I'd like to have a 4-day weekend. I would like to have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Just
Yep.
to do nothing. That's what I would like to do. I mean, I
Yep.
can't do that, of course. Friday morning, I'll have to get up and go clean some windows. There's no way around it. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. What I may try to do is get all of my restaurants done the day before the 4th of July, so I
Yeah.
don't have to do anything. So that's what I would like to do. So we'll see what happens. One restaurant, this is the thing. The one restaurant is right by Cedar Point, and it gets
Yep.
so much traffic. I'd hate to leave it for the 3 or 4 days, because usually I do it on Friday, so it's good for the weekend. I hate to do it on Wednesday, and you know what I mean, and then come back the following Friday is probably going to be beat to death. But
Oh yeah.
I actually lost. I actually lost. I didn't lose a job, so I bid a job. They were like they messaged me. They sent me an email, wanted me to do this country club. It was a monthly, and the first thing that popped in my head was Mark Tanner. I'm like, it's a monthly. I'm gonna try to
Yeah.
get this.
Grab that
So
money.
they sent me an email saying we'd like for someone to come clean our windows. The guy that's usually does them's not doing them. He charges $125, and I'm like, well, I'll come out and look. You know what I mean? But based on what I see, just from driving past the place, $125 ain't gonna be it. So I drove
Yeah.
past. I looked at it. Something I probably charge $225 for normally, but if they were talking about doing it on a monthly basis all year
Yeah.
round, $175. I'll do the outside. I don't have to bust out a ladder or nothing.
Yeah.
I can use my carbon fiber trap poles on it, and
Yeah.
they wanted me to come and do the windows, and I said that's fine. I said I'll do it the day before the 4th. I'll do it on July 3rd, so it's spick and span for the holiday. And then she sent me an email saying, she's like, well, we regret to inform you, but someone has already cleaned the windows. So the first thing that thought the first thought that came into my head is that their normal window cleaner finally got caught up and went and cleaned the
Yeah.
windows,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
like, we don't need you anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I'm going into this from here on out. If they ever call me again, I'm not going to return their phone call.
Well, here's the thing, T. What you got to do is
I'm not.
take it up the next level. So when you tell her, well, it's going to be 175, whatever your price is, get her to sign off on it. Because if you have a 30-day notice of cancellation, she's got to pay you whether you do it or not.
Yeah. You're
Not that
yeah.
you would push that, but say, hey, we have a contract now. That's fine that he cleaned it this month. I'm going to lose the cleaning, but I'll be there starting next month because you signed my contract. I mean, look, the monthlies are the bread and butter.
Are you
But
guys?
sometimes
These guys are having their guys. These guys are saying they're having a slow year. Are you having a slow year, Mark?
no, it's the
I'm.
same as every year.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
doing
not.
fine.
I'm. I wouldn't say that I'm having a slow year window cleaning. I'm having maybe a little on the slow side on residential work just because of the weather. You got to expect that. But
Yeah,
commercial work, I'm still taking calls 2 or 3 times
yeah,
a week for new monthly. You know what I mean. So there's
yeah,
people asking for estimates all the time. I've been doing the drive by a lot.
yeah,
The drive by,
yeah,
like as soon as I see the house, and I'm like, I ain't fucking doing this.
yeah. But you know what, T?
It's been
You,
a lot of gutter cleaning, and these fucking like 2.5 story homes. I'm like, with 10, 12 pitches, you can't fucking walk. I am not doing it, not doing it. I'll be like, they'll call me and they'll tell me that they'll call me and tell me that yeah, I seen you drive by. You left a card in the door. He goes, is that your bottom dollar? And I'm like, yeah, man. That's
Yeah.
my bottom dollar.
Yeah.
That's my
Well,
bottom dollar. That's, I through the like nose bleeding type fucking prices. You know what I mean? I
but
just
yeah,
don't want
you're
to do
right.
it. I don't.
You're right.
And
No, dude.
and if they happen to say yes, it's at least worth it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like, there's certain jobs, like that furniture store I posted. If you look at the picture of it, dude, I had my lift up against the building, stretched out, you know, to reach the bottom. We had a chemical clean the top of that concrete that was growing mold and everything, and
Mhm.
I don't have the system that's going to, my 12-volt pump is not going to push chemical
No.
50 feet in the air and give you any volume.
Yeah.
So, my buddy Scott, that's what he does. And we work together on some of these jobs, and he
Mhm.
appreciates the work and I appreciate his equipment, you know, and we go, that job was 100 miles away from my house. And, they signed the contract. I do all their locations. So it's not like I cannot do it, but I was dreading it and I put it off a few days and I didn't want to go because it means I got to leave my house at 4 o'clock
Mhm.
to get there by 6 o'clock, dragging the lift down the highway. Then they open at 11, so you got to be out of there by 11. And we made the deadline, but the point is, there's just one of those things. It doesn't matter. It pays good money, but it's sticking in the side going. And when you're done, you're more relieved, not because of you're going to get paid for it, because it's out of the way.
Right.
It's just done. Because I mean, it's just one of those things that when I was younger, jump in the truck at 4 a.m. and let's go. Now I'm like, God, I don't want to do this job. But here's my point. Build up those monthlies
Mhm.
for possibly lesser of a price, and when you get to where your whole nut is covered,
Mhm.
then you'd be a little more selective and jack your price because no matter what, you got your nut. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but even if I would have shot that bitch $125 price, she still would have dicked me. No matter
Yeah. Oh
what,
yeah,
dude.
yeah,
No
yeah,
matter
yeah,
what. No matter what.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Yep.
gutter
You're right.
cleanings, fuck that shit, man. Fuck that, dude. You
Never,
don't do gutter cleanings where you live,
never.
do you? Right then. So shut
We
up.
have gutters. We have gutters. I've never cleaned a gutter in my life. We got gutters just
Crazy.
like
Hi. Oh my god. Wow. That's it. Whoever you are, you're about 2 seconds from the ban hammer. Because I don't like fucking weirdos. Thumbtack lowballers charge $150 for a resi that used to pay 400. Yeah, man.
That's
Yeah.
because we're an unregulated business that you have no education to do this.
Hmm.
You know, look, I had a parking garage that used to pay $7,000 a cleaning, okay? And the next time it went, I did it one time, and it's in one of the buildings I've been cleaning for 15 years. The building we just restored, the penthouses. They came to me and said, "Mark, you want to bid the parking garage? Give me the square footage." They gave me the square footage. I gave them a price was $7,000, 6 floors. You do one floor a night. It's $1,000 a night for two guys. Okay, do it. We did it in 6 days, maybe seven. Okay, the next time it went out, it sold for like 3,700. They go, we got to give it to him, and I go, give it to him. The guy was there for a month and a half, and he was using like a Home Depot pressure washer, one guy, one helper, and then finally they just go, you know what? Get to the end of this floor, and we're gonna outsource the rest. I went in and charged him $1,000 to do $1,000 a floor to do the last 3 floors. I made almost as much as him, and I finished it in 3 nights. And now I have the parking garage.
Yeah, yeah. I
But
just, again, like Mark said, you don't, I mean, when you can go and buy the tools at fucking Home Depot and be like, boom, I do this for a living, I'm a window
yeah,
cleaner, you're going to run into fucking shit like that, unfortunately, man.
oh yeah, yep,
You're
yep.
just going to run into that shit. You see,
Those guys aren't
it's
usually
way
around
more
very long.
prevalent. It's way more prevalent in fucking the pressure washing industry. You know what I mean? It's way
Oh
more
yeah.
prevalent. Like
Oh
there's
yeah.
a guy,
Once
there's
Home
a new
Depot and
guy.
Lowe's. Yeah.
There's a new guy here in town he's pressure washing now. The guy I told you about him, the guy with the big truck like yours and the giant
Yeah.
fucking trailer and all
Yeah.
that shit. I ran into him this weekend downtown and I seen him. He's out there with a little Ryobi fucking pressure washer and I'm just
Yeah.
like, fuck.
Yeah. I wouldn't wash my car with that.
It's just what the fuck, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it's whatever. I used to be when I first started out doing this, like even when before I owned the business, if I seen another guy out cleaning windows, I was like plotting on fucking this. Let's go beat this dude up. You know,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
This motherfucker's on our turf. Let's
Yeah.
go break his fucking let's go break his hands. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
and now and now being in business now where I'm at now in business and in life, You know what I mean? I'm like, I see these dudes and I'm just like, all right, good luck, man. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yep.
I'm more than aware that there's more than enough windows for everybody to clean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's no point in being, unless you're coming up to my jobs, follow me around my jobs, trying to fucking undercut me, then you'll get an ass whooping. I will fight you for that. You know what I mean? So anybody who's watching that's in my area right now, if you're going behind me trying to steal my work, you're gonna get your ass kicked. I'll drive
Yep.
45 minutes one way to punch you in the fucking face. But moving on. Um, it just doesn't bother me like it used to. I know there's a lot of like those little like thumbtack and shit like that. Groupon, you know what it's just you know what I mean. There's not a lot you guys can, there's not a lot that can be done about that. You'll have to ride the storm and get in where you fit in. So I don't know if that's Cambumbo Chavez. I don't know. Who knows if that's Mario or not. Mario's got like 45 different YouTube channels. He's that kind of troll. But if it is him, man, I see you do a lot of commercial work, really high stuff in malls and shit like that, man. I don't think you got anything to worry about, dude. Maybe if residential's getting slow for you, maybe you ought to fucking really hammer the commercial work. You know what I mean? That's where
Yeah.
most guys in this industry will separate themselves, is with the commercial work, because you got to be about your fucking business and good at what you do. Um, both in scheduling, timing, and finished product to maintain any kind of commercial contract.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Big companies around here that hire these numbnuts that drive around these little cars. They pop out with a little 4-foot pole and a bucket, and they fucking scratch the dog shit out of windows, and
Yep.
they just and they're not
Look.
there's a new guy every weekend. You know what I mean? There's nothing that you could do about it. He said, I'm Mario the fart guy.
He farted in his kid's
listen
face.
listen Mario, you're not the fart guy. I would like you to say in the chat there that you are not the fart guy, because
Yeah,
me
you're
and Mark,
learning.
you're learning. Mark and I discussed this before the podcast this evening. There's just the fart of the week is, it's still Mark wins still, because
Yeah, I'm hoping that you
yeah,
guys can
Mike
listen.
Nichols sent one, correct?
Yes,
And
Mike Nichols
it
that
was
one.
borderline. It was a
Yeah.
fart.
Look.
Mario
Yeah.
did too. They're not bad, but
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you've not
No.
heard the
Listen.
symphony of sphincter that is
Yeah.
Mark Tanner, you know what I mean?
Yeah. There's a difference between a symphony and a one-man
Yeah,
band.
yeah, yeah.
Are you a street performer or are you going to go to
Yeah,
Carnegie
yeah,
Hall?
yeah, yeah. Right now I'm just booking. I'm booking small fart shows and small fart comedy clubs.
Listen.
That's what I'm doing. I'm not on the big stage like Mark. I'm not selling out arenas. I'm getting there, but I'm not selling out arenas.
Dude, let me explain something to you. If you really want to hit the next level, you find out what upsets your stomach and eat that. Okay?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. My wife, she thinks it's funny as hell. She'll buy me these dried fruit, like dried apricots, dried pineapple. She knows it tears me up, right?
Yeah.
So she look what I got you, and I'm like, okay. Or
Look what I
apple
got
juice.
you.
I'll drink a big thing of apple juice before I go to bed, and then look out, man. Look out.
So the $28 gas pressure washer advertised on Facebook isn't that good of a buy for commercial purposes? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, I've used a Still BG600 on stuff like that, but that's that's a little closer to a commercial application. It's still not. I mean, that's their first level of commercial pressure washer still.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
I use
you
that
know
on
what?
small stuff like
If
small flat work on people's houses and shit. That's perfect, man.
the first pressure washer we bought was with my father. We got those Blockbuster stores. We didn't know much about it, and he wasn't ready to open up the checkbook and say, go buy a nice machine. We went to a rental store, like your cousins there,
Yeah.
and I bought a machine that had been rented out. I knew it had been maintained, and it was like $500, right? It was a Honda, 13 horse, 4.5 gallons a minute, 3,000 psi.
Right.
It was beat. The muffler was rusting. It was nasty. The tires were low. But you know what? but he said to me, Mark, let's make some money with this, and then we'll buy a brand new machine. Okay, you're better off buying a used machine that's commercial rated than going to Home Depot and buying one of them shiny ass Ryobi, looks like something you'd haul your garbage out with, some weird shaped cart, 2.1 cleaning units. They started calling them cleaning units, and again, I'm not a pressure washing guy,
Yeah.
but that whole 1.5 gallons per minute at 2,500 ain't cleaning nothing.
What do you
It
mean?
ain't, it ain't cleaning
It's
nothing.
not
You
gonna
want to wash your
clean.
car?
You want to
And I
wash
ain't
your
gonna
car?
do sidewalks. Maybe you ain't gonna do no sidewalks with that thing.
Why
There for
not,
a month.
bro?
Well, at $100 $100 a driveway, you'll be there for a month. Yeah.
Oh, Mark.
Yeah.
Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what we call. That's what we call Mark's ass.
let's see. Let's
What's
see.
happening?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go through.
Jason working on Sunday, man. Yeah, you're a bad MFer, dude. I just, in Jason's age, just I find crazy that
Right? He ain't lost his mojo. I lost my
nah.
mojo a
I
few
don't
years
think I've
ago.
lost my mojo, but I just at some point I gotta call it what it is. You know what I mean? I can't. You're like you're pushing to what end? You know what I mean? To what end? I mean, what is this extra job on a Sunday gonna do for me? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's not like I won't miss it in the wintertime. Trust me. I mean, I will definitely miss that in the in the in the but
Yep.
if I'm smart about it, I can make that happen on a Saturday instead of a Sunday.
I learned early on watching my kids grow up or working 6 and 7 days.
Mhm.
I'm like, this ain't worth it. I mean, I have one employee that works pretty much every weekend because he wants to.
Mhm.
Like Friday, I met him, gave him his Saturday money from the week before. He's like, I'm going to the mall this weekend. Oh, we got a video coming up. I'm going to the
No,
mall
no,
this
no.
weekend.
I didn't mean to do that.
Oh,
But oops. I have that problem sometimes. I don't know where Seth Byers is at. We thought that Seth Byers would be sitting in on the show occasionally, but he's pretty much fucking dissed us. So
yeah. What's up with that? He might be pissed off because I called him Beth Myers.
yeah, that might be it. I don't know. Beth Myers might be upset, but fuck Seth if that's the way he wants to be.
Yeah.
You're not the first guy to fucking leave us on the podcast in the lurch like Tim. Tim
Yeah.
fucking quit too, that fucking Tim.
I'm just more, not more pissed, but like more disappointed that I just don't hear anything from him. Send me a hey, what's up, man? You know,
Right.
that's
But
all. We got
we
history,
miss
man.
you. We miss you, man. What the fuck,
Yeah.
bro?
Yeah. Yeah. So
$1,520 and 760 French pains. Cool, man. So he was out there. I guarantee you that wasn't with a squeegee.
no,
That was
Jason's
water.
always out there
Yeah, he
slaying it
water fed Poland. He was water fed Poland that
from across the street, no
from
doubt.
across the street. Your rinse bar's going out tomorrow, Jason. I'm giving Jason the holy grail of rinse bars.
The aluminum
I'm
one.
giving him an aluminum 18-incher
Yeah,
too. I'm giving him an 18-inch aluminum
that
rinse
sucker
bar.
will move some water, man.
Yeah. So that's a prized item. I didn't really want to give it away, but he asked, and I'm like, "Fuck, man, Jason's my buddy. I gotta hook him up." You know what I mean? Because you're not
Yeah.
gonna be able to find those anymore.
No.
People
Yeah.
have snatched them up once they found out that they weren't selling anymore. People started snatching them up. So
Yep.
I
Yeah.
know it'll last him a long ass fucking time if and
Oh
I know
yeah.
Jason will. What am I saying? Jason will take care of it. Jason will be fucking elbow dropping that shit off the top rope.
Yeah. Just slamming it around.
Yeah.
Fucking pole
But it
vaulter.
couldn't go to a better guy, and why not help out my buddy? I know he broke the attachment on the plastic. It snapped off where the hose connects.
Yeah.
So I think that's a weak point.
Yeah.
There needs to be a connection at the top of your poles. Just zip tie a fucking
Yeah.
connection at the top of your pole and put.
You know what happened to mine? That quick connect, like you said, that goes into the brush, into the rinse bar. Mine didn't snap off, but the back of it, where it has the plastic liner that you push to pull it out, that was gone. I was still able to jam the hose in there, and it worked.
Right.
But I realized that on Friday, I'll have to dig around, see if I have another one to replace it with.
Right. Just got the
Liquid rubber. Dude, take door stopper ends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Listen
if
to
you
Mark.
go to the Home Depot, go to the department where they sell door stoppers, and they have door stoppers for like 98 cents.
They have the ends. If you
Yeah.
look in Lowe's, they have just
Yeah.
the ends too.
Yeah, you
And
buy
get
the
those
little
even
bumpers.
cheaper.
You got to cut a little slit in them
Mm-hmm.
and glue them on. They fit perfect, and it'll protect.
Yeah, and it'll
Yeah,
protect it. It'll
Yep.
protect and it'll give you that just a little bit of grief there, so where you won't
Yep.
it won't connect. But
Yeah, and it won't block any of the holes either.
if you're an experienced window cleaner and you're experienced with a water fed pole, you can avoid fucking up with the rinse bar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can avoid it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying accidents don't happen because I had an accident and I was out there fucking buffing on a piece of glass to get a mark out.
Yeah.
I got it out. Luckily, I got it out, but
yeah,
man,
my guys
dude.
did it too. They reared way down on a window, and it laid up against the glass, and it's only the edges that are going to do it.
Yeah.
That edge is sharp, and that's the design flaw.
Yeah.
Could have rounded those edges and put bumpers on them and continued to make them out of aluminum, in my opinion.
I'll tell you now, the aluminum is pimp daddy shit, and
Yeah.
Mark Tanner's little advice there, Jason, with the door stopper ends, just cutting a slit for the hole for the weeper holes for the water holes.
Yep.
It works good, man.
Yeah.
You haven't seen it on video yet, but mine has rubber door stoppers on the ends of it. I think I've got video of it. I just haven't edited it all. I've got so much video, guys. That's another thing. I've been slacking. I haven't put up a fucking YouTube video in 2 or 3 weeks. I'm terrible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Hey, man, I got to clean windows, guys.
Got to do what we got to do, man.
Yeah. So, Mark, what's up? Do you not have a fart of the week?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll show you the... I've got an honorable mention.
Honorable mention?
Yeah, you get the honorable mention award for this one. Hang on. Okay, here it comes.
That wasn't
now
it.
That's... You didn't hear it?
That was it?
No, that was yours. But
I thought mine. I had a better one than that one.
No, because it sounded like something fell out. That's why I like that one. Listen again.
Okay.
You hear that?
It did sound like something hit the floor, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking, like,
that was
what do they call those?
That was straight out of the shower. My butt crack was still wet.
What are those donut hole things? Munchkins? It sounded like you dropped a munchkin on the bathroom floor.
No, my butt crack was still wet from the water running down my back.
Okay,
it was perfect. I thought I had a good opportunity for some good vibrations, but it didn't happen. It didn't go down.
Those of you who are out there that want either a Squeegee Life sticker or want to be better than honorable mention, this is what you got to beat next week. See that? That's about 11 seconds right there.
That was 11 seconds at like 6 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, 6 o'clock this morning.
I have to, and Jennifer even said something the other day. I have to get like right on the phone. Is the first fart in the morning is always dynamite, and I like wake up and I don't fucking I just like, man, after I'm done farting after I woke, I'm like, man, I should have recorded that one. It's so good. Fuck.
That's why what I'll usually do is I get my 4 a.m. piss done. I'll go in the kitchen and grab my phone and put it on the nightstand because I know I'm cooking up. I'm cooking some up, so I get that first morning one.
So Aunt Jackie messaged me. She wanted the recipe for the pork butt.
Yeah.
I flatly refused. I just did not answer the question.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, no, it was a text message. She's like, "Hey, can I have?" She goes, "So what's the recipe for the pork butt?" I can't tell you that. Yeah. I love you. You're my family, but I can't tell you. If you want that pork butt, you have to have me there for it to happen. If you want to make a pork butt, I'll tell you the temperatures and how long you need to cook and all that stuff. But all the accoutrement, you're going to have to figure that shit out on your own.
It's a process.
It's a process. Yeah, I can't violate Mark's trust. Mark fucking wrote that shit down, which I never thought Mark would do.
Yeah. No, look.
Mark's probably told me more about his barbecue than anyone.
Yeah. No, that's true. Even guys that have, were considered to be on my team.
Yeah.
In competition, no less than you. They do. I'm not kidding.
And listen, and I take that. I don't take that lightly. I take that very seriously. And even my beloved aunts are not allowed to know. Sorry.
Yep.
So what's on that? What do you mean? It's Mark Tanner rub. Well, what's in it? I don't know. Well, what do you put in the meat? I can't tell you.
It's very simple, but
it's very simple, but it ain't none of your fucking business.
Yeah. You wanna outsource it? I'll do it for you, but that don't come for free, Aunt Tammy.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Put WD-40 on that fart, man.
Yeah,
Mark
that'll
doesn't.
stink.
Mark does not need any lubricants or any fucking steroids to do farts. He
Yeah, I
just.
self lubricate, so I
Yeah,
mean, I never had that problem.
yeah.
You
You've
know.
never had that problem at all. This is this is probably one of our worst shows. We've only got 10 people watching, man.
Yeah,
10
where is everybody?
the 10 whole people are watching. Dude, it's
It's so
beautiful out.
busy.
It's beautiful out. It's
Yeah.
summertime. Who's fucking going to be watching this stupid shit?
We had rain today, man. It rained buckets. We've been getting so much rain.
Oh, poor you. That's the last
Yeah,
thing I want to hear from you is, oh, we're being getting
yeah,
rain. Oh,
yeah.
yeah?
We've got a lot of rain. We're having a wet summer so far, which is good.
Yeah.
We need it, you know.
Well, we've had a wet spring. It's been pretty fucking like all of this winter fucking moisture is now just went through is what was happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The moisture we normally get in the winter, we got in the fucking spring. So
yeah.
kind of crazy, but you know it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Nice, nice.
I guess we don't. I guess I was just thinking we don't have Tim to share the podcast around anymore.
Or what? Yeah, I'll share it right now.
Maybe.
What
Well,
about
I did. I did too.
what about
157 people that fucking reached in pro window cleaning, and we only got fucking 10 people watching. Fuck you, bitches.
what about Josh? Have you heard anything from Josh? I haven't heard word one from
Josh.
him. Yeah, show.
Oh no, no, I haven't heard anything from him. Nope, I haven't heard anything from him. But it is what it is. I thought we were gonna have one of the guys. I thought we were gonna have one of the guys from Into the Flow on here to talk about their little giveaway, but that guy never came through. So
Yeah,
there's that.
what exactly are flow bees? Those are the people that are into the flow.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, fucking Tim Huber shared the podcast for us 41 minutes ago. What a fucking
Attaboy, Tim. Are you watching, Tim?
attaboy, Tim. If he's fucking watching and not on the show, that's just insult to injury. You motherfucker.
Come say hey. Yeah,
Yeah.
come say hey. Share some Bon Jovi with
It is
us.
beautiful out here in Michigan, but that's no excuse. I'm at the park right now with my dog listening to this. That's because you're a diehard, Bill Jordan.
Yeah, Bill's the man.
Bill's the man. He's a fucking diehard.
Yeah.
TJ, the farmers get their crops in. Yeah, Jason, but I don't know if you see it on Facebook. There was on national media. There was a picture of a guy standing in a cornfield with his hands above his head like this, and you could barely see him. And then you showed him a year later in a field that was in Ohio. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah, the corn right now, Jason, is probably 6 to 8 inches in most places, and
Wow.
usually around this time of year, it's over your fucking head. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
we have gotten. It has been a week straight. Like every day, it's supposed to rain, and it doesn't. It doesn't rain. You know what I mean? They're thunderstorms. So they say, oh, it's gonna thunderstorms on Wednesday. When you look Tuesday, and then Wednesday, it's fucking beautiful out. So they're like thunderstorms on Thursday, and it's been like every day. So
Now,
that's nice.
do cornfields like water or they don't like water?
They need, of course, plants need water to grow, but
Yeah.
corn kind of needs a hot, humid, dry kind of summer for it to really go, because
Yeah.
if you saturate the ground too much, it will kill it. You know what I mean? It'll just wash it
Yeah.
out. So
Yeah.
you need a little bit of rain, of course, but not like excessive rain. Excessive rain
Yeah.
is shitty. You need that nice, warm, humid weather for corn to grow well.
Yeah. We grow a lot of sugar cane here. You grow sugar cane out there?
No,
And,
we don't grow any
no.
sugar cane. No.
Yeah. Here in sugarcane fields, they look like your cornfields, big acres and acres, and it's huge in Florida. And half of Belglade is cane fields. And what they do is it looks like sugar cane looks like bamboo. Okay, green
Okay.
bamboo.
Yeah.
Like this big around and like 10-foot sticks of it.
Mhm.
And dude, when you're a kid, you get into those cane fields and you take a machete and chop off a couple logs of that, dude, and you skin the bark off it and you just chew on it. And it's just pure sugar and water. It's freaking amazing.
Right.
Well, what they do here is they'll grow the cane for the season, then they cut it off. You know, they have a machine that comes and crops it off at the base,
Uh-huh.
and then they burn the field, believe it or not,
Okay.
because that fertilizes it for
Right,
the
of
next
course.
year.
Yeah.
And when they burn the cane field, dude, my whole area is full of ash, and it's 100 miles from here.
Uh-huh.
But you just see these black plumes of of
Well, we
smoke.
they do controlled burns here, but it's more in marshlands to kind of get rid of the the reeds and shit like that. Just
Yeah,
so it'll
yeah,
grow back good.
yeah,
Um, Here they don't do any burning. What they do is they rotate. So they put soybeans in a cornfield and vice versa, back and forth.
yeah,
They rotate them. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
yeah,
yep,
Jason, it's really behind. It's the corn is really behind this year. Unfortunately, this will be the first Fourth of July in a long time. We won't have some sweet ass puckrins, sweet corn. Unfortunately, that bicolor sweet corn from this local
yeah,
farmer. There's two of them. There's Hans and puckrins, and they're fucking corn. Oh my god, dude, it's so good. I
yeah,
like to eat it straight off the cob is good. I like grilled corn is good. I like where you soak it in water in the husk and then torch it on the grill. That's really
yeah,
good. Um, but I also like to cut it up into little hunks about this big and throw
yeah,
some sausage and taters and shrimp in there and like a
yep,
12 pounds of butter and some Creole seasoning and let it boil on the grill. Oh, that's so with a steak, can't be
yep.
beat, son. Can't
No.
be beat, son. Throw that pot right in the center of the table, get you a nice fucking New York strip or a porterhouse and just fucking go to town, bruh. Yeah, that's how we do it, boy. That's how
Hey,
we do it.
speaking of
And then we
speaking of
eat
the
bologna
cookbook,
all winter.
yeah, I'm gonna I want you to put that mac and cheese recipe in the cookbook when you do the cookbook.
Well,
That
your
mac
wife's.
and cheese yeah,
Well,
yeah,
I've
yeah.
gotten one. Oh, Philip Alexander says that Kevlar trad poles are coming soon. They're only going to be $900. The fuck, the what's his name is fuck, I can't remember what there's only one person that sent me a recipe so far.
Really?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's a guy. It's for frozen hamburgers glazed with ketchup.
Was that a recipe? Bubba burgers.
Whatever it is, he's from England and he says they're great. So
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, you know what I mean? He's like the
maybe.
regular frozen patties, and he gives you this whole spiel on how to do it. And I was like,
Yeah,
okay, yeah. So if you got a recipe that you want to be in the fucking window cleaners cookbook, make sure that you private message me, and we'll get it going. Carrie Gunther reached out to me just for whatever reason and
yeah.
was like, have you told anybody about the cookbook yet? And I'm like, yes, I told everybody. So if you want to have if there's a recipe that you'd like to share with other window cleaners, give me a message and you could be part of our cookbook. Just send me a private message on Facebook, TJ Gilbert, or message the podcast, put it on the podcast page that hey, I want to submit a recipe, and I'll get a hold of you. You know what I mean? Whatever's whatever. Or if you're in the Outlaw Window Cleaner group, you can do it there too. Just say, hey, TJ, I want to do the fucking submission for the da da da. We had the same kind of corn here, TJ. White and yellow. Yeah, that bicolor's the shit, boy.
Yeah.
No, just the full retail with shipping, $250 better than $3K. $250 for a Kevlar trad pole.
So it's going to be stiffer, but I mean,
Yeah. I mean, that's the same thing with,
I
fucking
ain't got
same thing with old
my
fuck shit over at
my
Cheap It. The same thing. Kevlar on the bottom. Fucking jackass. I think that's overkill, but if someone out there, I mean, if you think you're gonna make some money selling Kevlar trad poles, then by all means you do your thing. I'm not dissing it one way or the other. I'm actually gonna sell Henry Dreest my Sim trad tadpole.
Well, I'll tell you what, Phil. The
and not because
Simtrad
I don't
Tad.
and not because I don't want it, but because I feel like Henry could give me Henry could get more use out of it than I'm getting because I got the Sim 22 and I use that for trad work like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
So my tadpole looks brand new because I only use it to scrape with. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like my scraper pole. So I put my scraper on the end of it, and I
Yeah.
got my one pole for my washer, my squeegee, and my other pole for my scraping. You know what I mean? So I'm not
Yep.
transitioning crazy. Because right now here in Ohio, all of my restaurants, every one of them got fucking bug boogers on them every time I'm there. I've got
Really. You got them.
the
What do you
lake
call them flies?
mayflies.
Mayflies.
The
Yeah.
mayflies are fucking crazy. So they're so bad this year that they got like plows and blowers and shit out pushing. I mean, like mountains of bugs, dude.
Really? What brings
Yeah.
them there? Your cornfields? I mean, what brings them?
We call them Canadian soldiers. It's just something
Yeah.
to do with the lake. They're just lake bugs, and they just,
Yeah.
it's just part of lake life. But
Yeah.
they are fucking brutal. They go to where a light source is. The best thing to do during mayfly season is turn your lights off. They won't fuck with you if you ain't got no lights.
Yeah. Are they all
They
over your truck? They stick to the
all
wet
over
windows
your
and everything?
truck. They're all over
Yeah.
wet windows. They are every fucking where. So if you've got
Wow.
a restaurant where the lights stay on like a beer sign or something like that, it's going to be pockmarked with shit.
Yeah.
It's terrible, man. It's
Yeah.
terrible. Sim 22 and Kevlar, what do you think? I think the Sim 22 and Kevlar is a bad idea. I think you should do you should do a sim pole the same section length as
Do a
the
tadpole
listen,
22.
let me get this out, fucko. What you need to do is make a high mod version of the Excalibur pole, just out of high mod, no Kevlar, just ultra high mod fucking Excalibur pole. The way you make that, you need that. I'm telling you, that's what you should do. June bugs, yeah, you could call them June bugs. June bugs and mayflies are two different things, dude. Just so you know, June bugs are big beetle looking things. Mayflies are like long. They're about this long, head to tail, and they have two little wings, and they molt their skin overnight. So
So is that what they leave everywhere? Is their skin?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
their skin and whatever
Yeah.
juice it is that comes out of. What
Yeah.
about water fed on June bugs? It doesn't work. It just smears
Yeah.
the shit around. You've got to blade it off.
Yeah.
But it is whatever. Does white chili Does white chili count? Yeah, Philip. If you want to put Philip Alexander's white chili recipe in there, that would be
I
awesome.
would love
Philip.
to have
I
that.
would
Yeah.
love to have you in the cookbook, Philip Alexander. Philip, I don't think the cookbook would be fucking complete without Philip Alexander's, or at least one Philip Alexander recipe in there. There's got to be one, Philip. If you've got a recipe, make sure you get it for me, brother. You got to get that to me. I need you in there for sure. Yeah, I agree, Jason. I don't think the Sim 22 needs to be in Kevlar. I think you need to listen to what I'm telling you. Keep doing the Excalibur Kevlar, and then make a fucking ultra high modulus pole, the same section lengths. Make it exactly like the Excalibur, but without the Kevlar. And I think you have all your bases covered, buddy. I'm trying to sell you poles here. If you just listen to me, I will help you. I try my best.
Guys that are interested in the cookbook, doesn't have to be a main course. Could be a dessert.
Could be anything.
Some kick-ass dessert that your wife makes or something.
Yeah. It could be fucking a special Christmas punch. It doesn't matter, bro. You know what I mean? It could be fucking French toast. You know what I mean? Whatever.
It could be Cracker Jacks, because you never know what you're going to get the toy surprise inside.
You never know what you're going to get inside. You know what I mean?
Oh, it could be anything.
Could be anything. So we got 16 people watching. Fucking 8 people are thumbs it up. One guy's thumbs it down as usual, but we love you guys anyways. I can't believe that video Perry put up with that long-ass, wiggly-ass pole trying to get a window that you can put a piece of ladder up and have it done by the time you set that dumb shit up. Dude, it was fucking excruciating. I mean, we're only talking about it because you guys brought it up, because me and Mark promised that we wouldn't bring it because we were just fucking, we go too much. We go too hard on him.
Yeah. No. First of all, if you need a giant gooseneck like that, look, it's impressive that it's not breaking. I will say that. The pole doesn't break. Okay, but if you think
I could break I'd break it in regular use. I know I could.
Yeah. Oh, there was no look at the leverage exerted on that.
There was no force being put on that. It was just barely getting used. Barely getting used.
It was barely cleaning the window, though.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. If you were actually putting enough pressure on that window to clean it, it would bust.
Yeah.
That shit was gonna bust. Whatever. I don't care.
And then you got to put a ladder to get the rest of your shit down.
So you might as well just get the fucking ladder out, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Now do that at 75 feet, and I'll be impressed.
Yeah. Yes, Philip. Make it from 3.7 to 4.7. That's what I would do. Ultra high mod. Because not everybody can afford a Kevlar pole, my man. And some people don't care to have one. You know what I mean? Yep. So I'm just trying to tell you. No way is that window clean. Yeah, I completely agree. He's doing a lot of videos where he's picking up poles straight up off the ground, lifting them straight up. You know what I mean? I'm going to do that with my Excalibur pole just so he'll shut the fuck up. Yeah. Whatever. Do
What
you
exactly is Vegemite? I've heard
do you
about
want
that.
my Vegemite sandwich recipe? They wrote a song about it. It's that famous. I don't know, some kind of sandwich spread from down under.
It can't be any good, man. It's
It
like
sounds like it's not good.
that Underwood deviled ham, that little fucking pitchfork dude.
Oh
Ugh.
yeah. Well, I tell you what, my grandma used to make shit out of that.
Yeah, well,
Some
yeah,
kind
that
of
chip
something she.
shit on a
Oh,
shingle you can make with
oh,
chipped
she
beef
is
and stuff
so
like that.
gross.
Yeah,
My grandma used to eat the weirdest shit. Now, Vegemite
beef
sandwich,
tongue.
beef tongue tacos.
Listen, Fernando, no offense, that shit ain't going in the cookbook, okay?
We call them fish flies in Michigan. Yeah, there you go, buddy. We call them mayflies, but fish flies too. Yeah, they smell fucking terrible, dude. They are. Oh, dude, it'll turn your fucking stomach when they get piled up, man.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fucking
because they're
bad, dude.
rotting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking bad, man. And there's piles of them, dude. It's like snow. I'm not shitting you. It's like
Yeah, I
snow.
saw a picture. I think your
Did you?
wife posted a
Yeah, yeah,
picture
yeah,
of
yeah.
like on a car or
No, no,
something.
that was me. I posted. I
Oh,
posted
okay.
when I
Yeah.
was over at the islands. It was right that when I get on the boat there to go over to the island, that car was sitting in the parking lot underneath the
Really?
fucking
That's
light.
for real?
Yeah, that's legitimate.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
That's no bullshit. Later, I'll share a video of the guy was like, I didn't realize when I posted this picture that I also have a video, and there's a video
Yeah.
of him swarming over this car. You're gonna shit.
Really?
It's nuts, dude.
You'll walk around with a leaf blower to get rid of that shit. How
Well,
do you?
when I was, there's been a few years that I had to carry around a leaf blower to blow them off the glass. There was just no other way to do it.
Yeah.
It was so bad. You have to blow them away because they'll keep flying back on the window, and you'll get the window wet. You'll scrape it down, and then you'll get the window wet again and go to squeegee it, and
Yeah.
then mayfly will fly right underneath, and it'll swirl all over.
Smear. Yeah, smear.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible. Yeast and salty spread, thicker than tar. Australia peanut butter. No, it's not. No, that's Nutella.
Yeah.
Nutella is that. Vegemite is some kind of bullshit. Love beef tongue or cheek tacos.
Cheek tacos.
Yeah.
Listen,
I mean,
once you start describing where it came from,
yeah,
I think I'm
I
out.
could just eat like regular like steak tacos are fine. I don't need like its face to eat or anything. You know.
Yeah.
I don't. You know. I don't. It doesn't have. I don't. I'm not that extra. You know what's really hard to find around here is the flank steaks. I know it's really
Really?
expensive,
Flank steak has been harder to find because we like flank steak.
especially for tacos. Man, there's nothing
Dude,
better for steak tacos than flank steak.
I've got a flank steak marinade. I'm going to send it to you, and you alone. It's a marinade that you put the flank steak in for overnight, and it is freaking amazing. I had to beg this guy. It's not my recipe.
Is it?
I
For,
begged
what
this
do you
guy
use it for? What do you? I mean, what do you? How do you eat it when after you cook it? You just eat it regular, or
Yeah,
you
yeah.
throw it in
What
a
I'll do is
tortilla,
I will.
Is it tortilla suitable?
No, I eat it just like regular steak.
I mean, but could you put it in a tortilla?
Oh yeah, without a doubt, without a doubt. But what I do is I'll let it marinate overnight, then I'll grill it, and then I'll slice it with an electric knife real thin. Because flank steak can be rubbery or tough.
Yeah.
So you slice it thin against the grain. Oh my god, dude,
Good?
it is amazing. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna send you that. Remind me later. I'll send you that recipe.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any technical questions for Mark? I would say for me, but I'm fucking stupid. So Mark is here for any questions you may have. Does anyone have a question for Mark? Or me? I mean, it doesn't have to be a technical question. If you want to ask me something, you know what I mean? You can ask me like, what kind of scale do you use to sit on to find out how fat you are? You know what I mean? And I'll tell you the brand of scale that I use.
Craig says, I'll send you a jar. You can whack it on your meat.
I want to get that dude something. I want to get Craig like a shirt or something.
We need to get Craig on the podcast. He's got a great sense of humor.
Yeah, he's got a great sense of humor, and he's from Australia. It'd be awesome to have Craig on the podcast. That would be cool.
Yeah.
But I would like to get Craig something because he's won a couple times and then
he's so fucking far away.
But he's been a gentleman and been like, yo, I understand you can't. It's crazy to have to send me something. But
I'd like to have him on. I want to ask him about the gun laws and confiscation of guns in Australia, the results of that. I know what I've spoke to a buddy of mine that was visiting me, but I'd like to have him on.
It's looking like Philip Alexander wants some smoke.
Okay, yeah. Why would Zep be bad for Windows? So I'm going to ask you this, Phil. Acid, is bad for everything it touches, including paint, including rubber frames, and acid does not take off sticker glue concrete. Well, it will eat up concrete. I will say that, but it doesn't really do much for paint. So my question to you is, why would you risk burning a piece of glass with Zep acid, which doesn't, the one thing you don't understand is the Crystal Clear 551 Restore, those have clearing agents in them designed for glass. Okay, that Zep stuff is made to take sprinkler stains off the side of your house or sprinkler stains off your concrete. Okay, it's a strong acid. So, you know, to me, the risk versus doing it more of a traditional way is not worth it. Roost rust, calcium, and lime stains can be diluted. Okay, so let me ask you this, Phil. How many construction cleanings do you do that are full of rust, calcium, and lime? I've never seen that.
Never, not one.
Not one. You're talking about paint, stucco, mortar, drywall compound, stuff that would be on the glass from construction, including installation stickers, warranty stickers, and stuff like that.
Dust.
Yeah. The issue that I have, Phil, is that you're a seasoned veteran of 50 years, and I respect the shit out of you. But what I'm going to say is that the younger generation that's coming into this should not be following that without. I'm not saying you don't do that. You can't do that safely, Phil. And I choose not to do that. We're going to differ there. But if in the wrong hands, they're going to damage stuff. They're going to damage paint. They're going to damage. What if you have wood frames that are painted? You don't want to be spraying that.
Fucking moron, Perry Tate. And we're going to make a brush that you can inject chemical onto the glass. Yeah. Super smart, bro. Yeah. And then Mark was like, well, what happens when that shit gets on the paint and stuff? And he was like, yeah.
That doesn't count or something.
We're just getting the windows clean. Who gives a fuck about their facade?
I'll tell you a story. In my early years of window cleaning, one of the first high-rise jobs I ever did working for someone was one of my first chair jobs. It was only 4 stories, and they had oversprayed on the windows with an oil-based paint, so it didn't just wash off like a latex would. So I went back to the boss and I'm like, hey man, the painters got overspray all over the glass. So they're already complaining the windows don't look clean. And he's like, no problem. And he gave me a gallon of oil flow. Now, oil flow is a solvent. Mm-hmm. It's a good solvent because it's water-based, and it will dissolve in water, so you can dilute it. It's not an oil-based solvent. Mm-hmm. So I put it in a spray bottle, 50-50, spray it on, take a white pad, and scour the window. It would take the paint right off. What I didn't realize is it was running down the building, running on the tips of my sneakers. And so it was softening all the dirt and goo on the front of my sneakers. So when I got down after one drop, there were footprints on the building on brand new paint. Yeah. Okay, and streaks from the oil flow running down the building and dissolving the building's paint. Yeah. Now we had a huge issue. So that's why I'm saying these kind of things, if you choose to use them, you've got to be able to control them. I don't see you being able to control something coming out of a waterbed bowl.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Mark Tanner suggested that I used oil flow on something, and I made the very same mistake on one window. Luckily, I caught it instantly. I was like, "Oh fuck!" Yeah. Oh shit!
I will tell you this: if you've got first floor windows on an exterior that has paint, take a garden hose with you, wet the window below, because by the time the oil flow gets to that wet windowsill, you shouldn't have a problem because it's going to be so diluted. Yeah. But if you go spraying these chemicals around, no matter what it is, there's a good chance you're gonna and window cleaning doesn't pay enough to repaint a building. Yeah, what I'm saying, it doesn't.
I see what your point is. Not so much, Phil, you shouldn't do that. If Phil's got a way to do things, Phil's got a way to do things. What you're saying is that's not good to tell guys that are just starting out because they may not.
Yeah,
know what the fuck they're doing. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it may cause.
Well, everybody's looking for that magic. Yeah, they're looking for the magic solution to make their job go easier, and that's normal because it's easier is quicker and more money per hour.
Philip Alexander did acid 8 times in 1968. It explains a lot. Yes.
Hey Phil, did you go to Woodstock? Yeah. Did you go to Woodstock, Phil?
I like oil flow because oil flow works on a lot of shit. I have to deal with a lot of masonry sealer where I'm at. There's a lot of brick homes and people are always fucking sealing their fucking shit.
Yeah.
And I use 50-50 oil flow on a few jobs to get the masonry sealant off because it's
Yeah.
really the only thing I've ever
Yeah.
found
Stuff's like
that
a
will get it.
rock.
It's like a
Yeah.
rock.
Yeah.
And once it hits the glass, forget about it. So
Yeah.
it's nice to do.
Yeah.
Nice to use, but I don't. Again, it's only good in certain instances because you can fuck shit up if you don't watch what you're doing, and that's all he. I think that's all you're really saying. I mean, I know you disagree with him generally on application because you don't believe in that, but
Yeah.
you're not saying that he can't do it and it doesn't work for him. But what you're saying is that it's not a good practice to teach new guys.
Yeah, unless you're going to work with Phil and
Yeah,
see his process.
yeah.
I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm kind of questioning that side of the pH scale to do
What
what I
you're
would consist a traditional construction cleaning,
Yes,
but again, man, for every action that you do, look, you don't want to be on the hook
yeah.
for certain things. I mean,
The
look,
magic
we've cleaned.
solution is to get off your ass and work hard.
Yeah, yeah. I have cleaned white buildings.
Mm,
Okay, so if you wear sneakers or work boots, okay, and you climb over that wall, and the building is painted, a lot of buildings here are painted with what's called elastomeric paint. It's rubberized paint,
mm,
and it expands and contracts with the concrete of the building.
mm.
Okay, the problem with elastomeric paint is if you kick it with a boot or a sneaker, it's going to leave a mark that you can scrub and it does not come out. It's rubber on rubber.
Mm.
Okay, I've done white buildings and then got down and looked up and see my footprints on the building or my toe marks from the front of my sneakers or boots. We had guys would climb over the wall and then take their boots off and hook them on their chair and do the drop in their socks because they're trashing the building.
Mm.
The point is, you got to catch these things early on
Yeah.
because the last thing you want to do is repaint a building.
Yeah, dude. That's all we're saying, man. You don't want to have to
Yeah.
fucking repaint somebody's shit,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
for me, a construction clean. When I bid a construction clean, I bid it knowing I'm nose to glass. I'm gonna have to get out the ladder. You know what I mean? There may be a window or two that I'm gonna have to bust out the water fed pole because the ladder won't work, and I'm gonna have to scrub
Yeah.
that bitch for an hour to get it to go, clean. But
Yeah.
chemicals and shit, man. Abrasives are very last resort. You know what I mean? It just save yourself
Phil,
a lot of trouble.
Phil, you've been around long enough to remember the fact that back in the 70s and 80s, I wasn't cleaning windows in the 70s, but I was in the late 80s. You could put a blade or an abrasive on any window and never have an issue.
Yeah.
And nowadays,
Things
glass,
have changed.
super sensitive to anything you're going to do to it.
Yo, what up, Richie Blue? You fucking douchebag.
Richie
you.
Blue. Oh my.
We have 550, a 6th-floor building, and recaulked the whole thing and pressure washed it. So I understand. Yeah. Well, then you know the deal. Then you know the deal. So. Yeah.
Yeah.
Magic eraser will take them off.
It probably will take them off of, but again, is that something you want to be doing? Is
Yeah.
scrubbing the building with a
Yeah.
magic eraser when you're there to wash windows and get out?
Right.
But yeah, you're correct.
Right.
Magic eraser is an amazing product.
I like how Richie says hi to Jason, but not us. So fuck.
Yeah,
Richie.
what's up with there,
Fuck Richie,
Mr.
dude.
Blue?
Fuck him, dude.
I'll let
Fuck
you
that
trade
guy.
secrets out right now.
Fuck that guy. Fuck Richie Blue.
Oh God.
Oh yeah. So, yeah. So that's pretty much the podcast. We're gonna quit right now. We're never coming back.
Yeah, we're never going to see you
We'd
again.
like to get a guest on here. If anyone would like to be a guest on our podcast,
I'm pushing for Craig.
Yeah.
I'd like to have Richie back on.
Yeah.
I'd like to have Jason Lehman on.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we saw him.
Yeah, I'd like to have Jason on.
Tim's always welcome to come in and
Yes.
say hello and hang
Yes.
out.
Yes. Even though he doesn't want to, we would still like it if he would like to come on and
Yeah.
talk to us.
Yeah.
Seth Byers is fucking likes to smoke pole, so fuck him.
Yep. He's busy modeling for Sears.
Yeah. Mom jeans in Sears catalog.
Yeah. Now here, wait. Phil says the window cleaner before me washed it with acid and ruined the windows before me. So the damage was done. I guess you figured you couldn't do more damage, but that's my point. The window cleaner before you damaged glass. Area 51, and they laugh.
Oh, Area 51, huh? Wow. He's just back from Area 51.
My brother knew a couple scientists that worked at Area 51, and when he gets out in another month, I might be able to get some info out of him.
Oh, yeah.
But he said they pretty much don't talk. He says that they won't
You
tell you
watched the
anything.
Bob Lazar documentary, man.
Yeah,
That fucking
I did.
shit's legit, bro. I don't
It
give a
is.
fuck.
It is.
It's a real thing.
It is.
Yeah.
No.
Duct tape the
No.
magic eraser to the front of your sneakers.
That's why I love this guy,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to have Chris Lambert Night Eyes back on. I want to get
Yep.
Alex on here one time. That'd be nice
Yeah,
to
he
get
has yet
Alex
to show up.
Lambernides on here. We've yet to get him on here. We've had every other fucking WCR
Yeah.
guy on here except for Alex. He's playing hard to get, that fucking
Yep.
Alex.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
I
Yep.
guess you'll have that. You'll have that on these big jobs. You know what I
Well,
mean?
if you guys want more than one podcast a week, you got to bring a guest in.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll give you a Wednesday, but you got to bring someone in here.
And I'm chopped liver to come on. Philip, we've had you on like 3 fucking times, bro. How many more polls do you want to drop on live national television?
Yeah. Bring your hammer, Phil.
Ring it hammer, Phil. Well, yeah, I don't know, man. We'd like to, we'd like to get some more guests on. It's busy season. The convention's coming up. A lot of people are busy. You know what I mean? We'll get some people on with us here.
You gonna go to that, T?
I'm,
You gonna
I,
go to that
I'm,
convention?
I'm planning on it. I'm planning on it.
Yeah,
That's
I
my
think you should go
plan.
represent. Yeah.
That's my plan so far. I did bid a job this past week that if I land it, I may not be able to go.
Is it 2 stories? Is it a 2-story job?
No,
Those, yeah.
no, it's not. It's a very large construction clean, very large, very large,
Yeah.
and could be very profitable. Alex only talks to big. We are big wigs. Fuck stick.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. I don't like Richie, man. I fucking do not like that dude at
Come on,
all, man.
Fonzie.
Yeah, Fonzie. There's something about Richie. Ever since he come up here for my birthday, just a lot
Yeah.
of he's just been different ever since. So I'm
Hey,
just like,
Richie,
fuck
did
him.
you ever get your phone back? That's what I've been meaning to ask him. If he got his phone back, that he left
We
in the
wouldn't know.
shitter.
We wouldn't know. He's got new friends now that he talks
Yeah.
to on Voxer and Facebook Messenger. So
Yeah.
fuck him. Whatever.
Well, you know what it is? Richie
Chopped
loves
liver all of a sudden.
Richie loves that video chat.
Yeah.
So I don't always take those. I'll call him on the regular phone. I'm like, dude, I'm driving. What do you want to watch me drive?
Right.
I drive naked. What do you want to see here?
What about the Outlaw Jamboree? We've already discussed this several times. The first one will be next year. There's just no getting around it.
I think we should.
With
we'll
Mark's travel
yeah.
schedule and everything for this
Yeah.
year. I mean, he's got his brother and his brother's leaving the military. There's a lot, and he was up here, and he's got a couple
Yeah.
other things that he's got to do this year. It's just going to be hard for Mark to be here. It's going to be hard for Richie to be here, or anywhere for that matter, for the Outlaw Jamboree. So,
I think we should next year troll the huge convention.
yeah.
Okay. Tell everybody, go to the huge convention, and we're gonna shoot off of that for a day and hang out.
I don't
Everybody
even
will be
think we
there.
should do that. I think we should do our own thing. I don't think we should even involve ourselves, and I do it. We don't want to steal no one's thunder.
Yep.
Look what happened to Perry. Look what
Yep.
we did to Perry. Look how butthurt he was. We'll do something. We're definitely going to do something, guys. Don't worry. There's big things happening in the background that we can't tell you about. But, once Richie does his part, it'll be even better. And then it'll all be one big thing, and you guys will all appreciate it. And you'll be like, man,
Yep.
now I see why you guys were so hesitant to get this all. Listen, just give us some time. Something cool will come of it. Bill, if you want to come to Sandusky and hang out and drink some fucking beers and eat some fucking barbecue, just hit me up privately, bro. And
Absolutely.
come down and kick it with me. I'm all about that,
Yeah.
You guys are more than welcome to come to Ohio anytime this summer and hang out with me. Just let me know.
So let me ask you this, T.
Mm-hmm.
In comparison to last year,
Mhm.
okay, just beginning your summer,
Mhm.
is your business, like same on track as last year? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for the most part, yeah. I'm actually doing a little bit better. On like,
Yeah.
as far as like I'm getting more phone calls.
Yeah.
More people are reaching out to me. So
Yeah.
which is, I notice every year that I'm in business that I get more and more phone calls. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
which is nice. So I mean, I'm a little above. I think this year it's really the gutter cleaning thing has really kind of taken off because of all the water and people don't. it's been raining so much that people are starting to realize, oh shit, my gutters haven't been cleaned in 2 or 3 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's been nice. So yeah, I mean, how about you? Same?
Yeah, it's the same. I mean, look, Florida doesn't change that much. I
Yeah.
mean, it is year round. I think I've got a few more restoration jobs early on in the beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I like to have one huge one like I did last year and then one year
The
before.
one I
And I've
missed.
got,
Oh, I'm so
yeah,
pissed
and
I
then
couldn't
I've
make
got
that
that
one.
big skylight to do.
Yeah.
I'm kind of dreading it, but I'm going to do it. As soon as I got my high rise guys on a building, and they should finish up this week. So the following week we'll go out and start working on that. I like to do those, together.
Uh huh.
Show up with three guys, and we,
Get down. Yeah. To put.
yeah,
Yeah. Get.
yeah,
Throw all the hands at it.
yes,
The
exactly.
IWCA annual convention and trade show will be held in Savannah, Georgia on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, January 23rd and 25th. Come hang out at my booth.
You know what? This year is in January or next year in January. This year coming.
The
It's coming up January.
IWCA annual
Yeah,
convention and trade show will be held in Savannah, Georgia.
that's not too
I
far.
just That's just too much money.
Yeah, yeah. It's too expensive to
Too
get in. You can go
expensive.
in a trade show and sneak in or get in there for $1.25. But I'd like yeah, I'd
I
like to
just
hang out with Phil. I
It's
think
too
Phil would
much.
be good entertainment, you know, and I could sell some pulls.
I'd like to meet Philip in person
Yeah,
for sure.
I want to see if I'm taller than Phil. Rumor has it I might be taller than Phil.
I think you might be.
I mean, any meme I've ever put him on, I make him shorter than me, right? So that's got
Yeah.
to add something.
I've actually am editing an Excalibur video, Philip, some residential work right now. I'm actually got a couple of other residential jobs I want to put on there. 2020, he says.
Yeah.
The IWCA. Did Tim quit the podcast? Yeah. Tim quit the podcast. Um, he's got too much going on, and he wanted to focus on other things, and we were more than obliged to, we understand. We don't hate Tim. You
No,
know,
there's no bad blood. Tim's
no bad blood at
welcome to
all.
come hang out. Yeah.
Tim is welcome back on anytime he wants. It's all dependent on Tim. If Tim wants to be on the podcast, Tim can be on the podcast whenever he wants. He just made a decision that he wanted to focus his energy on other stuff. I can't blame him for that. So,
Yeah.
Mark, what razor blade do you use?
I like the Triumph. I like the Triumph carbon, not the stainless. I like the stainless,
Mm.
but my guys use. I only have one guy that really is allowed to use a scraper, but I like the carbon because they're just so sharp. And as I've said, people complain the carbon rust. Take some silicone spray oil, spray it in the pack, put it in a Ziploc bag, throw it in your glove box, and you're always good to go.
Mm.
Extra guy in my booth is only 150 mark. I might take you up on that, Phil. I'd like to come up. When I will say this, when I went to North Florida, Orlando, I should say, for the convention where we got in, um, I went over to reach it, and Perry saw that I was pretty good at talking to people about water-fed pulse, and he had a bunch of guys that he had brought. Tim was one of them, and Tim was hungover and drunk, and Larry Crook was running around like a maniac, and Alan Smith, was dressed up like Woody from Toy Story, so he was signing autographs off in the distance,
Mhm.
And I just Perry started pushing people my way. I wasn't there to sell poles, but I help, and I don't know if I physically sold poles, but I was telling them all about the poles, and
Mm.
I'd be happy to help you out, Phil, and I don't want nothing for it either. I might leave with something in my back pocket, but other than that, I'd love to come hang out with Phil. You
TJ,
know,
if you get that big job you're talking about, can I come there and help you out? I could always use a different atmosphere. Oh fuck yeah, dude!
is
Fuck
Bill
yeah.
Jordan far? How far is Bill from you?
I would say probably no more than 2 hours.
Really? Cool.
Fuck
Cool.
yeah, Bill. Anytime you want to come down here and clean windows with me, Bill, you're more than welcome, dude. More than welcome. More than welcome. You want to be like, hey, you want to make a fucking play date? We can make a play date, dude. I'm totally down
Yeah.
with that. Totally down with that. That'd be
Yeah.
fun. We can talk about We can talk about how much we like sim poles and shit and clean windows
Yeah.
together. It'll be fun.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to commit right now. Phil, I'll come help you out and sell poles.
There you go.
I'd like to do that.
You know
No,
what,
I like
Philip? I'm
Phil.
coming too, Philip.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm gonna come too, Philip.
Georgia, how long is a Georgia ride from you? Probably
That's
10 hours?
not too bad. Not I've been there before. My
Is
cousin,
it? Yeah.
I have family in Georgia, so that
Yeah,
would be
man.
like a one tank trip for me. I could get a lot. I could knock a whole lot out in that trip.
Let's do it.
Go hang out with the fam family. Hang out at the. Yeah, Larry's still a cheap it guy. I don't.
I don't know if he is. He's trying to sell his brushes, but
He's probably he changed that post like, oh, there's nothing wrong with him. I just don't have no use for him. I got new technologies. So he's most likely still a
that's cool. Hey,
cheap
look,
it guy.
that's
So
cool.
he's actually wants a couple of stickers. I gotta get them printed though. He's wanting special stickers from me, Larry Crook. I
Yeah,
still talk to Larry
I like
occasionally.
Larry.
Yeah.
I told you when I met
Larry's a
Larry for
good
the
dude,
first
man.
time, Larry walked up to me in in Orlando and goes, "You're Mark Tanner?" I'm like, "Yeah, who are you?" And he's like, "Larry Cook." And I remembered the name, and he goes to me. I remembered the face, and he goes to me. What did he say? You told me I was an asshole on Facebook.
Yeah.
I immediately
That's what it
stepped
was,
back,
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
"What's going on here, buddy?" And then he's like, "What? Thanks for the information."
Yeah.
He was using acid on a lot of things.
Yeah, he's a smart guy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's
Hey Phil, I don't drink beer, but if you want to get me a gallon of apple juice, I'll keep you entertained.
yeah.
And anyone who doesn't buy a pole gets a blast.
Right.
I'll tell you what, Phil. The only thing I want to do is let's go to dinner. Let's have a nice dinner together.
There
That's
you go.
that's important.
There you go.
You know, that would be cool.
Yeah.
And I can drive up there in 7-8 hours.
I'm sure that Philip will have a good time with you. You probably
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
sure I'm sure that Philip's a good time too. I can't
Oh, yeah.
imagine him not being a good time. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
2
I'm up
hours.
in Michigan all the time, Bill. Believe it or not. Not this weekend, but the weekend before that, I was up in Michigan for 2 days. I'm up in Michigan all the time, man. So, anytime you see me on Facebook, tag with with my aunts in a picture or something like that, I'm in Michigan. Just hit me up, dude. Be like, hey, swing by, let's have a beer, whatever.
Yep.
I'm always
Yep.
cool. I'm always about meeting you guys, man. You guys are all awesome. I met Kevin Hargis, all these Jason Lehman, everybody. All these, it's fun getting to meet people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Super fun getting to meet some of the guys.
Yeah. Maybe Richie might
Richie, why
grace
don't
us with
you
his
stop watching the podcast? Quit commenting. Quit trying to jerk my fucking podcast listeners off all the time. You're getting on my nerves, dude. I love fucking with Richie. It might be one of my most favorite things to do is fuck with Richie. Richie
Yes.
Brown. Good old Richie Brown.
He's a pooping machine, man. He looked like a yogurt machine that gone bad. Oh God.
I've been going for 20 years. After 50 years, maybe I will get Window Cleaner of the Year. I doubt it.
Yeah, Phil, you got to understand. You're in a business, in an industry that is full of legends. Everybody's a legend in their own minds.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, fucking, there's no
Look,
question about that.
everybody does things a little different. Everybody runs their business a little different, but we all have the common bond that we make a living and support ourselves and families
Right.
washing windows. And that's the part we all have together.
Yep.
I mean,
Plus wieners.
wieners too, and we
Wieners
like to
too.
laugh.
Yeah, we like to laugh. Laughing's fun. Untergleepen, gloppen, glopen. Oh my
One thing I will say about Richie, he's a huge source of information that is fucking worthless.
I'm gonna play this real quick.
Yeah, run it.
some people may get that, some people may not get that, but that is fucking hilarious. When I opened that up this weekend, I fucking almost pissed myself laughing. Did you see the video?
No, I didn't
Have
get it.
you haven't
Kristen
seen it
sent
yet?
it. Here it is here. Okay, I'm watching it now. Oh, he actually went there.
Yes, he's fucking a legend. Fucking love Chris. Chris is fucking a class act, dude. He's fucking great, dude. He's like, I told you I was going to do it. I was like, you did do it. He's like, I'm going to get me a fucking selfie. I didn't know he was going to do that.
That is awesome.
So good. So good.
He needs to post that on Future of Cleaning or something like that.
No, he'll get in too much troll trouble. I just, I figured I'd share it here real quick, a little bit
That
for
is
you
awesome.
guys.
I got to give you credit.
Looking tan and handsome and relaxed. He's out on a road trip with the family, and he's like, I'm driving through. I'm going to stop by and get me a selfie.
That is awesome.
That's fucking great. It was beautiful, man. Beautiful, dude. Beautiful, dude.
Totally
So,
awesome.
Chris, I'm going to use Chris occasionally in some videos here and there. That clip is too kick-ass not to use. Dustin Duffy, your T-shirt's in the mail. Yeah, I'm going to use that occasionally. There's just going to be certain spots where that's just going to be fucking perfect.
Oh, yeah. That is brilliant.
No, I'm not. Listen, I'm not gonna post that everywhere. That's not what it's for. It's just for right there. I'll use it sparingly here and there, just to rub it in.
Yeah.
Just
little
to
salt
rub
in
it
the wound.
Just a little salt in the wound. That's all that is. That's all that's.
I'll tell you what. The funny thing is, T.
Yeah.
That if you remember the last podcast, we were talking about how. I asked you, could you get some photos of the store empty? I think more people have visited that store in the last month than did in the 7 months.
Dude, there's no question. There's no fucking question, dude. No question. People have fucking there's been an annual pilgrimage there. Everyone's stopping by.
Yeah. Was it
Lewis Coatney? Yeah, Lewis Coatney was like, I'm gonna go there and take a shit right on the sidewalk.
Yeah, Pussycat Nails next door is like, we ain't got no business in a year, and now these motherfuckers show up.
Yeah, that shit's fucked. Yeah, did you see he tagged himself in the nail salon next to the cheapest store? That's fucking so good, dude. That's so good. So good. So good.
I have to check and
see
if I
tried checking in. Hey, when's the FU video coming, TJ? I want the next video that I do about that situation to be I want it to be the final nail in the coffin. I'm gonna compile, dude. You would not believe what fucking, what's his name? Who's the guy? What's his name? He's from Spain. Fuck. You know who he is. He's usually on here. I'm gonna look right now because I don't want to fuck it up.
Give credit where credit is due.
Yes, I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. Here it is. I think. Carl Robinson. You would not believe the shit Carl Robinson fucking sent me. And dude, like I said, guys, the next videos, like I said, I'm saving this one up. I want it to be really, really good. I want it to be a really good one.
That's the Moab.
I want it to be the Kickstander 2.0. I want it to be fucking hard body karate.
I'm still laughing at Chris. I can't believe he did that. That is...
No, not Jose. He might not be from Spain. His name's Carl Robinson. He's not from Spain. I don't know, but I know he's from somewhere. He's from a place where it's hard for him to watch this.
Yeah.
Live, so. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, he sent me this compendium of fucking Perry shit that is probably some of the best shit I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, really? This dude has been keeping track of...
Is it like questions and answers, responses?
Perry Tate being Perry Tate before he realized that he was being Perry Tate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just some fucking gems. Some Facebook screenshots. Fucking just...
Yeah.
He's from England. There you go. Carl Robinson's from England. But just some fucking, just gold, man, gold,
Yeah,
just some gold, dude.
that's awesome.
Just absolute gold, man. So I'm looking forward to using some of that shit.
It
It's
does
gonna
seem
be
to be
great.
a lot of it out there.
Oh
You
yeah,
know what I'm
there's a
saying?
bunch out there. I
Yeah.
actually sat for an hour flipping through it.
Wow.
That's how much shit there is. I mean,
Yeah.
and like when you fucking do the things that that cat did, I mean, you're gonna piss certain people off, and they're gonna
Sure.
watch everything you do.
Oh yeah. At that point, yeah, they're just getting all the
Right.
everything compiled. You know.
Yeah. So but we'll be back Sunday. We're gonna line up a guest. Let's just maybe. Well, you want to try to get Jason Lehman to come on?
Yeah, I'd be happy with
Let's
Jason
try it. We're
Lehman.
gonna try to come back next Sunday with Jason Lehman if he's not working. If Jason Lehman's able to do the podcast, we'll have Jason on. If not, we'll find somebody way cooler. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, and Jason, you are going to do a Bigfoot video for
yeah,
us.
god damn it,
I don't
eventually,
care if you're
dude. He's
working
even got
7 days.
he's got a super dope camera now, so
Yeah.
I know he can do it.
Yeah.
One that tracks him, so all he's got to do is put on the bracelet and it'll follow him through the woods.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's probably given to him by the state.
But again, guys, don't forget if you want to go to the Into the Flow group, you want to donate to the Fallen Window Cleaners GoFundMe, $25 to enter yourself in a chance to win a Squeegee Life hoodie and t-shirt package, a football brush from Philip Alexander, I think it's an alpha brush from one of the Flow admins, some street some SF9 poles from Tucker, just all kinds of cool stuff, guys. There's even, I think, a lifetime membership to Send Gym. I think
Nice.
a lifetime membership to Send Gym they're also giving away, and that's the Into the Flow Facebook group. You donate to the Fallen Window Cleaners Fund here in Ohio, the guy that fell and hurt himself.
Yep.
You donate $25 to enter yourself in a chance to win one of those awesome ass prizes, guys. All you got to do is screenshot it, post it in the Into the Flow group, and you're one of the lucky winners. You know what I mean? Possibly. So I would have liked to have one of the guys on here tonight, that Anthony Padlow. I thought for sure we'd have him on, but I haven't heard anything from him. So,
Yeah, and I'd also like to get your window cleaning history. What's that guy's name that did the shirts
Noah
with
Peterson.
you? Yeah, Noah Peterson.
Noah.
We should try to get him
Noah.
on. Noah.
Noah Peterson.
Noah.
Yes, I'd
Yeah.
like to. That would be awesome to get Noah on. If Noah's
Yeah.
Watches this or listens to this later
Dude,
on, Noah,
I
reach
don't
out to
know
us.
why, but when he posts up a photograph of an invoice from the 1900s, I just love that.
Dude, he sent me one.
Yeah,
He sent
that is
me. He
awesome.
sent me. He sent me. The actual. A copy of a patent drawing, like the blue
Yeah.
and white patent drawing.
Yep.
And he sent me a receipt for window cleaning in like the 30s, the 20s or the 30s. It's like I got it put up in a. I can't wait to frame it. I haven't gotten it
Yeah.
framed because the place that they have a place here in town that like will put a border around it and frame it
Yeah,
all up
yeah,
real
yeah.
nice for it. It closed. So
Yeah.
I'm waiting. I don't know how to do that, and I want it to be done right, and I don't want to damage it. So
Yeah, yeah.
But man,
Do
how
you,
fucking cool is that?
you have a Hobby Lobby near you?
Well, there's gonna be one here in 2020.
Yeah, they do.
There's
They
a
do that there.
Michaels. There's gonna be a Michaels up the road, but it used to be Pat Catan's, but Pat Catan's got bought out by Michaels, so they're
Yeah,
doing the old switcheroo right now.
My wife fooled me. She says, "You want to go to the store with me?" And
Yeah.
sometimes I say yes, sometimes I say no. I'm not a store person, but
Yeah.
she's like, "We're going to Hobby Lobby. It had just opened." I'm like, "Cool, let's go."
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I'm going to get to look at model rockets,
Yeah.
and models, and
That's what I was thinking.
remote control
It's not. It's
airplanes.
fucking potpourri burners and
Yay!
fucking
Yeah.
potpourri burners, fucking
Yeah,
wreath makings,
picture frame.
yeah, picture frames. God damn it!
How is this a hobby?
But yeah, we'll be back next Sunday, with hopefully Jason Lehman, if not someone cooler. Don't forget to go to www.simpole.com. Get you a fucking Simpole, man. They're super gangster. I really like mine a whole lot. So you guys know this podcast is sponsored by Simpo. And
Yeah.
now sponsored by Black Diamond Rubber. You can go to www.blackdiamondsqueegee.com and order you some direct, or go to windowcleaner.com and get it from them here in the States, because they are the new North American distributor, because Perry Tate's a fucking idiot. So we got that going for us. But we'll see you guys next Sunday. And, have a wonderful weekend, and enjoy your 4th of July. Happy birthday, America.
Yes.
Yeah, enjoy
Peace.
your 4th of July. Make sure you guys show us some videos of you guys blowing shit up. Post them in the
Oh,
Squeegee Life
dude, I'm gonna
podcast
do some.
page.
You ever
Make
seen
sure we
Oxygen?
get videos of you dumbasses blowing shit up.
You wait till you see what I'm gonna do. I got some oxygen acetylene balloons.
Nice. Are you gonna blow a
Oh,
reach it pole up? Because that would be dope.
I could do that.
I
Yeah,
could do
what do I
that.
have to do
I
that?
could do that.
Yeah,
You're gonna do
this
oxyacetylene? Oh,
balloons. Oh yeah,
dude, that's the best.
yeah,
But
yeah.
again, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure you like this. Make sure you get one of your family members or your friends to subscribe to my channel, even if they don't watch. I just want it to look like I got a bunch of people watching.
Absolutely,
And
absolutely.
we appreciate you guys, and we will see you next Sunday.
Peace.
Peace.
See you, T.
See ya, bro.